What it is, kings and queens. It's another episode of the Plugged In Podcast. It's your boy King Ace.
E.
It ain't Big E this time.
Nah, it's gonna be different every time you hear me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's your boy Biggs.
And we bringing y'all another fresh ass episode in this thing. What it was, what's good, what it is, what it will be. What's going on, my G's?
People.
Feeling pretty good right now.
Feeling good?
Yeah.
Wait, what's got you feeling good? What you
Just
thankful
hit my
for?
parlay.
Oh, you hit your
You
parlay.
hit your parlay.
Just
Shout
hit
out to
my
Prize
parlay.
Picks.
Hit your parlay.
Shout out Walker Kessler from Utah Jazz. Nobody know
came
who
through.
he is, but he came through today.
You know who he is. He came through in the clutch for you.
Look, if you suffer with gambling addiction,
Right. Call
there
her.
is a hotline for you.
Call the hotline.
But it sounds like you don't win enough. But when you win, you feel good. You feel elated.
Call the
Dopamine.
hotline.
I've won more than I lost so far. So we're good.
Dopamine. It's dopamine running through that boy body right now.
I ain't no dope running through my body just yet.
Bring that mic in. Bring that mic in.
No, we good. We good with it. It's like leading in right now. Just look, it's like leading in a little bit. But no.
So you thankful for the parlay?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to start off. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm thankful because I know spring is right around the corner. It's coming. Aries season's coming too, but
What's that?
I'll hold Aries season.
What's
coming.
Aries
Said,
season?
well,
But
it's the
stop it,
beginning.
Stop it. This big dog
Beginning
shit.
of what?
The beginning
Big.
of the zodiac is Aries.
I don't
Yeah,
go by no beginning.
That sounds
Gemini is the beginning and the end of all zodiacs. What are you talking about?
Y'all know what
Shout
it
out to
is,
Big
so.
Aries. My mama Aries.
You know what I'm saying? See, come on, man. Like
Shout out
we,
That's
we
cool
know what it is.
and all.
So it's coming down.
I'll let y'all have y'all
coming
time,
down the
but
way,
Gemini run that shit.
More than anything, it's that spring, it's that change in the season. It's when shit get to popping, life get to lifing again. Tired of this winter, tired of this cold shit. So I am thankful for that. I got a renewed
Shout out to the
expectation.
residents of Detroit. To wake up and see you just deal with a flood that froze
That's
and your
wild.
car halfway under ice.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine having a court date trying to explain that?
But everybody dealing with everybody in
That's the type of shit courts be on. They still want that warrant.
They tell you to do a Zoom call or something. You get on a Zoom call.
See, that's
Zoom court.
Since COVID, they got Zoom
got Zoom
court.
I tell them
That wasn't a thing
Hey, come get me.
back in the day.
Hey, when this ice melt, come get me. Because I'm not, what you want me to risk my life?
That first time we had the polar vortex, Zoom wasn't a thing.
Yeah, no.
Warrant.
I call
Not
it
from experience.
the Jesse Smollett era, because for some reason it correlates. It's like we had the coldest day in the history of Chicago, and this nigga outside getting his ass whooped with Subway.
So
It's just-
speaking of
That shit
warrants and arrests, how y'all feel about MJ's son getting arrested?
for
We
cocaine,
didn't even talk about that. You know, it's crazy. So
Yeah,
the pod
Marcus.
before that happened, you said something about MJ's son. Because you was just referring to the thing on the boat. He got caught up on the boat. They just
Coke
saw
and all
him.
that.
oh
And then literally after that pod, like a few days later, that happened to us all the time. We'll pod and then stuff be happening like the day after, and we don't be rushing back. But how do
y'all feel about that? Because I
I
feel
mean-
like at this point he's making his dad look bad.
Another score for LeBron being the GOAT.
But his sons ain't off the coat.
But the crazy thing is Jordan wasn't never this like
Father figure.
unscathed figure. Like you heard about like the gambling and the debts and just being an asshole towards people and just being kind of rude.
Yeah,
So
but over time you forget about all that.
it's too
until-
late. It's too late to like be no scandal. Jordan is like older now and just chilling, retired.
But the talk about him had been him and LeBron. It ain't been about his gambling in a minute or his dad dying. None of that.
It
in a
wouldn't
minute.
have been no news had he not been the son of who he's the son of. Niggas get
Yeah.
caught with coke every day, B. So what makes this stand out more is that you're Michael Jordan's son.
The fact that he said Michael
it's
Jordan's
because
son
he said it, made it more just like, bruh,
made it more of
you
a
really,
viral
you
moment.
really, you really tried it. Now,
Yeah.
if he did it more low key, they might have let him go.
The fact that he was driving down the railroad tracks.
Did you hear what he did when
Wow.
he was in the lockup? He told him to turn some Mariah Carey on in this bitch. That's why I'm over here dying laughing. Like
Yeah, he
that
was
nigga
lit.
was off.
Oh, he's
he
off
was,
the shit.
He was like, man, turn that shit up.
So he probably his whole life, I would imagine, he lived by just different rules as far as like getting off on stuff or just the entitlement or the, you know what I mean? I mean,
You're Michael Jordan's
Jordan's son.
I don't want to harp it too much on it because it wouldn't be news. It's who your dad is. I want to shine more light on your dad, and it's like, yeah, Mike dominated for 6 years, but other than that, all this shit, all this flack that LeBron get, I don't like the flack that LeBron gets. So it's like, stop thinking your GOAT is so perfect because he went 6-0 in a championship. But what about in life? His son is requesting for Mariah Carey. Like, let's start calling this shit for what it is. Terrible father.
I mean,
He fucking white women. Terrible father.
that makes him a terrible father.
Yeah, no, I'm just throwing shit in the.
I mean,
Having
it
babies
is,
at 60 do make you a
like, but to be real though, although you know, never want to see like a black man, had to go through the law. But you know, you gotta be accountable and stuff. But it's like he wasn't, like you said, because he's Michael Jordan's father. I mean, or he's Michael Jordan's son. But he wasn't a.
What is it? What else?
He's not a factor. He's not viral. He's
not
not
newsworthy.
There's nothing going on with him. For him, like, what does he got going on? I mean, I don't know his business or nothing. I'm just saying.
He
fucked
had a
Scotty
store
White.
for like reselling shoes and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I knew about that, but
that,
prior
right.
to this, he wasn't on the scene.
A peg off the daddy block because your daddy sells shoes. So.
Speaking of a pig,
Wait. Be
Whoa.
careful with your transitions, man.
Whoa.
Be careful with your transitions.
Whoa.
He said, speaking of a peg, where are you going with this one?
I like, where are you going?
because we were talking about fathers, right?
Okay.
I was gonna say a better father figure,
Okay. Who?
LeVar Ball. I was gonna say LeVar Ball.
Raw up a dude.
Y'all set me up for
Man.
it. Look, y'all set me up for it. But LeVar,
I didn't know where you were going
I
with
feel
that.
like
I was
LeVar
whoa.
is a better
I'm sorry.
I was waiting for
a
the.
better motivator
That
of
was
his
hilarious.
I
kids
was waiting for the other shooter.
than
drop.
Michael Jordan was. Like other
I was
what?
waiting for the other shooter drop.
Other shit.
See,
Bruh,
and
y'all going there.
I quit.
It's a
but
place
you know
for
what?
y'all.
I didn't start it. Y'all set me up for it. All I'm
Listen,
saying is
I didn't set you up for nothing.
the fact that that's news. I saw a post on my Facebook. It said LeVar Ball leg, like it was like LeVar leg gone. I'm like, why y'all making posts?
He
about his
posted.
leg?
He already posted.
But
But it's
they
real.
making it like in news, like his foot's gone. Okay, let him deal with that in peace. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
Shout
gotta
out
make
to
a post.
LeVar Ball, who's still healthy after the surgery. But you can still get these jokes after we acknowledge that we happy that you're alive. and
We
you
happy
got
that
good-
LeVar is alive. I
But-
didn't like him at first, but now I've grown to appreciate his method of.
They said
motivation.
Jello song cost the leg, and he had to pay.
That was the.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
the-
it was like
That was the fee.
it was like after seeing that he not gonna recoup in sales, he had to. But I don't mean to make jokes. Now that he's fine, he can still get it. But that's what they said. They said after seeing.
He seemed to be in real good spirits. Like from what I've seen from LeVar Ball, I don't think that's going.
But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I'm
Shake
gonna go
his
say
core or
that
anything.
halftime show was ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, no, terrible.
Oh,
ass.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
not a. He's not a.
He's not an entertainer. He don't know how to perform.
But was that his first time ever performing that song?
No,
Probably not.
he been doing club and
Appearances and
yeah.
stuff. He probably been doing appearances from his section
But he probably not
on the
doing no,
balcony. He ain't have to have.
ain't doing no NBA
no stage
arena,
presence.
no arena.
Because when he was performing, like literally as it started, at one point he just like turned his back to the camera, and I was like, "Dang, that's like one thing performers usually don't do is turn their back to the camera." So,
More than one camera, maybe.
That's not.
but it was
talent.
like the main one where they was. But I mean, I'm just saying he would need more practice.
That's not talent to me. Like it's a lot of hungry people out here with like
Yeah.
that
With better music.
better music or because music is relatable. How is it? It caught. He
I thought it caught also was kind of funny too. It was like
Because
it's kind of like a. It was famous because it was okay, and it was because it was funny. Like it wasn't good. Like it kind of was like
The song called.
yeah, like it caught because it was like all right, but
Like
it
we
caught because it was
trolling
kind of trolling too. Like it was kind of like a little bit of both. Like this shit.
I think it was
People who don't even like basketball, like y'all heard that new Jello, like it was just people just was playing, you know.
It was because it was like it was almost like reminiscent of some older time 2000s type
Right,
of music.
but people who playing it younger, they don't know nothing about that. They were just playing because they're playing it.
I heard a version with BG on it, and that shit sound fire. So I'm like, the concept of the song he created sounds better when real professionals who actually do the shit
From that era, too.
Get on it.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh, it's a great idea. But he didn't package it that way. He didn't push it that way. That's me being a fan of it, trying to
Make it make sense.
yeah.
Like,
Other than that,
right.
when I watch this young man who got a hit go out on the biggest stage on one of the biggest platforms in the NBA All-Star Weekend and just act like, oh yeah, y'all happy to see me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
bruh, that
You
song
ain't that
ain't
good.
that.
You
That
ain't
song
that
ain't that hard, but I don't want to come off as no hater. He there,
And
but
he made a way. He got signed. So he in his mind, he probably like, yo, we in this thing.
he's
How'd you-
supposed to be in jail in China.
how-
But
I don't see him reproducing that same level of success with
I
other
heard-
music.
yeah, but I already got a couple more. I heard we got a couple more in the-
He gotta get features. It gotta be a feature with
Maybe.
Lil Wayne
how did
features,
you-
more Lil something like that. Otherwise,
how'd you like the Lil Wayne verse?
I didn't.
You didn't like it?
I like Lil Wayne verse.
You
He
like?
just said the same word to rhyme to me.
I like I like the verse. I just what the song.
Are
ain't
we gonna
hard.
finally start telling the truth about Wayne?
What's that?
That he looked just like Drake.
How so?
So the shit that they killing Drake on about not maturing and how in this new, I know we gonna get some music and shit later, but that sexy songs for you, he's 40-year-old talk about give me a hug. For all y'all give me a hug ass niggas in the club and you 40, damn near 40 years old, bruh.
But
like
Wayne
there's
is
no
not
growth.
the same thing. man.
How is it Wayne is over there talking about still stunning like my daddy? Your daddy is with Tony Braxton. Leave your daddy alone. Tell me what you doing as a man.
I think he was saying it because he's talking about like maybe like because they do the same thing as far as they daddy, not necessarily his dad. 'Cause I don't think he's talking about Birdman. I think he's talking about just like
His real daddy now. So now you think
Nah,
he switched it?
I think he just talking about like he was giving them because they daddy son. You know what I'm saying? Like they daddy son. Like they little LeVars. When it come down to it, they confidence come from they dad.
Yeah, he instilled that in there.
He made them successful. He pushed them to be successful.
I don't want to.
Kind
Make
of
this.
like his dad did. Birdman made the little nigga be successful as a kid, teenager.
I'm looking at Wayne. When I look at Wayne on the remix, I'm like, you're a gimmick at this point. They could just put you on anything or pay you to believe. Like the old Wayne, even though he was running rap at the time, he'll get on anybody's song just to make a point that I'm the greatest rapper. He got on this remix not to say I'm the greatest rapper, but you're giving me a bag. So now you.
The
and
same with Snoop Dogg. The
and
same with
ethics-
Snoop Dogg. Is that he a legend, so they just uncles now. They just Uncle Wayne now, damn near. He didn't might be called Uncle Wayne, but he Uncle Wayne
But
now.
Snoop ain't carried the torch of best rapper alive.
But he's still one of the GOATs and one of the legends. He don't gotta make no good music no more. He could just put out some bullshit and
So
get on
he a
some
gimmick
features
now.
and make some commercials
So
and
Wayne
shit.
the gimmick?
No, not a gimmick. He's just a legend. They just a legend. They just
I don't like how they treat our
they
legends.
already
The type of song that
They
that he made,
solidified.
how you said it was almost like a troll, but it had like an older vibe to it.
Right.
Wayne or BG or Master P
somebody
or
old
whatever.
get on there and make it, you know.
Just go perfect on the song, and that's just what it was. That's how I looked at it at least.
Nostalgia.
So Wayne still is lyrically inclined,
And
I
I
think he's
feel
still
like-
lyrically fit. But I think that verse was cool. He started snapping at the end, but he just said the same
I
rhyme.
feel like also that was a Kendrick thing too. Not Kendrick, because like I feel like since Kendrick's name is still, he was like, man, watch this real quick.
Did you see that he had a performance recently?
Who?
Wayne.
On not S-
Yeah,
is
it was
SNL?
one of them.
One of
I don't
them,
know
yeah.
what the
it was
platform
SNL
was.
50. They had something, but
It was like
Wayne-
live music, and then Wayne just performed.
I didn't like his set list.
How was it?
I didn't like it neither. He did like Lollipop. He
Mrs.
did
Officer.
Miss Officer. So he just did some of his hits, and it was kind of like
I'm like, that might not your hardest hits, but
Yeah.
to the public, to the man, that's when I love Kendrick, and I hate to say this, I love Kendrick on so many different levels, but the one of the levels is to make you think deeper than what's presented. Whereas a Wayne or a Drake, they'll have a set list, and yeah, these are your biggest songs to the masses, but at some point, we don't really care about what your biggest song is. What is the message you're bringing? And they don't have a message. Neither what Drake or Wayne has a message in their music. Whereas I'm listening to Kendrick or Cole, and we're getting messages. We're getting it's feeding the soul. You know, you make music to electrify him. I make music to pacify him. I don't want to be pacified.
Everybody don't want to be they soul fed. Everybody don't want to hear nothing that's deep or thoughtful, thought provoking. They might want to just be entertained, and do some shucking and jiving, like the rest of these niggas. I ain't gonna say no names, but you know what I'm saying. But
some people are just more complicated. Like sometimes they want just that nonsense and something to just make them move and vibe, and then sometimes they want to hear something deeper.
Ain't that? I know, like me personally, I know I'm capable of it. But at some point, when I get the Kendrick fed nutrient food, I look at the other shit like, what the fuck am I doing celebrating Give Me a Hug?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like internalizing, like, why do I feel good the same way I feel good with It's Gonna Be All Right? Mm-hmm. Why do I want to go in the strip club and tell bitches who ain't the same bitches that was there 20 years ago when I was the man? It's new bitches, but I'm saying, give me a hug, I'm back, because I'm back. Like,
I mean,
I hate that shit.
I feel you, but you still would want some beautiful women hugging on you.
Yes.
So,
but I wouldn't preface it that I'm the man returning back to this establishment that's going to outlive me. Like, prostitution is one of the oldest forms of whatever, however anybody feels about it. Mm. Sex selling is one of the oldest forms of getting money, whatever. So why would I try to put it to where I'm in this bitch? Like, oh yeah, I'm here now. So the money, I guess, because I represent money. If I represent money and I come in the club, because it is virally, it's a lot of strip clubs saying that people don't have money to spend right now. Mm-hmm. So they're coming in throwing $4 or $5. So that might be something that's going to change with the economy. But at the same time, as a big artist, Michael Jackson, Prince, we never worried about artists of that caliber coming with such a minimal message. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you that big, Drake, he just too big to come on the track and be like, give me a hug. Is what I want him.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think Drake represents people the way Michael Jackson did or Prince did or somebody like that. They represent the people. Drake represents, I think, just popular
Drake music, just doing what
entertainment.
It's not that
he
deep.
always been doing.
It ain't that
like
deep.
What
it is,
he always
just entertainment.
He always been singing / rapping about women and about his failed relationships and beautiful women and whatever, however he felt in his emotions and having money and just being a boss or whatever. So ain't nothing changed.
So I'm the consumer.
If anything, Kendrick pushed him back to the melody shit. If anything,
you add that in the pot, because like if Drake was out rapping everybody in the field and he's rapping better than whatever, that's cool. But then you add Kendrick, where it's like, you're not out rapping me because I'm putting some substance in here. And then now I'm looking at the shit that I used to like, did I really like that, or was I lost in the time? Because when shit makes sense, when
I think it's
I see what you're saying. I
think it's the setting though.
No, I see what he's saying though. I feel like he's saying like, well, because there's just a wave. You know what I'm saying? The Drake wave is like popular music. It's popular music.
It's background so it's like, vibe music.
Yeah. Right, but he's talking about the setting. I think he's just saying like in general, like listening to it as a consumer, like you hear it different. Like once you hear something with substance, you just hear Drake like,
what are you talking about?
What is this I've been listening to this whole time? Absorbing it as something.
When I hear Man at the Garden, I deserve it all. Internally, I feel that way. I know you feel that way. Like when you put your passion to what
like, that's what he said when Kendrick was like, I'm what the culture feel. Or what you was relatable, but at the same time, it's setting based, I think.
Yeah, okay.
So if you had a kickback or you out somewhere,
do I want
obviously
it's baddies and it's whatever, and they want to hear something that's just vibey where drinks is flowing,
right? But you would still get no substance from it, though. That's the point.
I agree.
I still nothing from it, but just something.
It's just for the vibe. That's what I'm saying. So. It's the setting.
That's a good conversation to have.
It's a setting.
But as a consumer, we're
That's
growing.
All music, though.
We're growing. Even if the market doesn't grow, if they want to act like life is not, our mind is constantly evolving. Yeah. So we shout out to Larry June, shout out to Alchemist.
But I like that shit before this whole beef, so I was already on all the lyricals and stuff.
Shout out Larry June, man.
Yeah. I was too far Drake. So like I like having a good time.
You was too far, Drake. You was over there. You was over there heavy.
I'm a curator of a night. So if I'm
a curator of the night,
if I'm hosting some baddies or whatever, and I got some wine or white wine spritz or whatever. I got some shit that the ladies enjoy. Drake is a sound that the women enjoy. But when I'm on some I deserve it all, Man at the Garden, or I love when they count me out, or I choose me, I'm sorry. It fuels me to where I'm looking at this shit like, what is the point?
See, this is why I say Larry June, because he's like a happy medium, where it's like, it's just more vibey music, but it's also like something where it's like talking about improving yourself. Also,
Yeah.
it's like stuff
It's
about
organic,
growing up.
healthy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Talking about like
juices and
talking
So,
about doing better and
I
like,
like that.
So we go right over into music. I was gonna say that's one of my
with
like
Larry,
that was one of my music. Yeah, that
yeah,
2
Larry
Chainz.
June, 2 Chainz is
Larry June, Alchemist. Yeah, that's like
that shit hard.
But the
That's my
conversation
shit.
don't never get this deep to where how the music affects you at the state you in now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we'll be like, yeah, I like that song. Travis Scott went hard.
But see,
Lil
we're at
Baby
that
went hard.
age where we talking about improving ourselves. We past the whole just having fun and vibing music. We like we gonna improve. So like we hear the Larry June and 2 Chainz with the LLC.
yeah.
That's what niggas talking
You
about
gon-
now. Talking about starting businesses now,
Message.
owning shit. So
You
it's
gonna
like,
relate to it a little bit more. Like I've been put away.
Get
like
some money on.
yeah, that's my shit. And that epiphany. But like I had been put away to drill, kill shit. It's like, all right, that shit is
They trying to resurrect it by making it go to R&B. So now niggas singing about it. Niggas, I don't believe you.
It's just it get like, don't get me wrong, something hard come on, you working out or something, it's like, all right.
Right.
But just in the crib, just get my day started. I'm not starting my day off on them vibes. You know what I'm saying? Unless you working out. You about to lift weights or something, it's like, all right, turn me up. But it ain't been the vibe for a while. It's been orange juice and green smoothies and whatever. Talk about riding your bike and taking a jog and eating healthy and getting to some paper and all that. So that speaking of music, that album is decent. Y'all heard about the Cole? You listen to Cole verse?
The clouds
The song?
with the
Yeah.
C. Yeah, it's
Little
loud.
C.
Yeah, we should play it for
I ain't
you.
heard
so
it.
you can
You
hear
heard it yet? He just in his bag. He spitting.
He showing niggas he fuck what y'all talking about. I'm still one of them niggas on the rapping side.
J. Cole top 3 rappers out right now as far as lyrical. He top 3.
But do you believe him? He backed out of a beef.
Clearly,
I don't think he bagged out as much as he just didn't. I think he's just too nice, so he didn't want to be in beef with another
right.
black man.
You too nice.
Great man.
So
great
now
rapper.
you can't come back and talk this too nice shit. If your real character is nice, why are you on the track talking like
Tough again.
You that he's spitting like y'all can't fuck with me on this.
it's tough because
Is he going back at Kendrick though? Probably not, right?
When Kendrick raps,
not on
people,
that song.
he just
people
spitting,
act
right?
like it ain't the same thing. I don't think Kendrick really finna come out here and massacre niggas. I think on the hip hop shit, the same way J. Cole be talking about how he's super nice, can't nobody fuck with him. Kendrick be like, I'm super nice, can't nobody fuck with me. Except the public believes Kendrick more than Cole.
Well, that's because Kendrick is
Nah, I don't think so.
Kendrick
No.
more. See, it's the Gemini shit, right? Kendrick went at niggas with that control verse a long time ago and woke niggas up like, nigga, I'll come at you and name
Murder
you,
you niggas.
rapper by rapper. I'm gonna name y'all niggas.
and the other part
Sound
was,
better than y'all.
I think Kendrick really did not like Drake. Like he really wanted to end this nigga.
I really
Like,
believe. See, this another part I people don't like talk about that often. I feel like that whole pedophile thing where Kendrick talking about Drake was not just a troll. I feel like he really believes that and had something on him. He might have been to prove it.
I don't think
I don't think he
would
could
have took
prove
it
it.
that way if Drake had kept it rap.
I don't think he could prove it. I think Kendrick really believes that Drake is a pedophile or he likes young girls.
I think he just took a soundbite or he took a something or a rumor and just ran with it.
I don't think so.
Because like for example,
I don't think so.
Like the whole thing where Drake like said Shorty titties look nice or something,
And she was
And
17 on the stage.
So that's he could see that and then just
Right, but I
I just
believe
press a button.
on a
It's-
different level.
it's
I believe on a
ammunition.
different level.
It's
They
ammunition.
do a lot behind closed door, behind our
Yeah.
the
I don't
public
think-
eye.
They-
That I
they
feel
was-
like I know y'all Drake fans and shit, but I'm saying, look,
They
I'm
was
saying
on-
this. I'm
they
saying
was on tour
this.
together.
I'm saying this. I don't think he would go so hard if he didn't believe it to an extent. I don't think he goes so hard if he didn't believe that shit to an extent.
No.
he might believe it, but I don't think that's true. Honestly,
It's
Why?
petty. No, it's petty.
What do you know
And
about
I
these
ain't-
niggas
I
to
ain't
know?
know-
To
huh?
say why?
and what do you know to not?
Exactly. So it can go either way, right?
Right.
This
But
was-
does it say? So I mean, like, I don't believe it.
No,
Like,
but he
So-
spoke to it. He was like,
When
if
niggas
you
said
won't
it
tell lies on me,
to the
I
truth,
won't tell
truth about you.
on you.
Right, the truth about you.
But now what makes it now
This is
Exactly.
all war. It's all to make him look
It
bad.
sound good
what
when you
makes it
don't want to
look
believe
like
it,
the
but
truth?
You believe he beat his wife? Kendrick
No.
beat his wife?
no, lie about me, tell the truth about you. I'm gonna tell the truth about
I mean, he could say anything though.
you. You could say
'Cause it's-
anything, but
'cause
look, I get it. I
It's
get
a,
it.
it's a,
you can
it's-
say anything.
It's
I
a
get it.
battle rap, so
I
he
get
has to
it.
take every opportunity, every
I
angle.
get it. You can say anything, right?
Like it's like the you know what I'm
I get it.
saying,
You
the
can say
art of
anything.
war type of shit.
I get it. You say
Laws
anything.
of power.
But it was
I
already
get it.
was already there for Drake. He didn't have to force the truth. It's already there for you because there's videos of you saying, she's 17,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel bad. So if I tell the truth about you liking young girls, it's proof there without me having to make it a
That's
lie.
cool on a public
Yeah.
way we can see it that
Oh,
way,
but you
right?
like it's
I'm
deeper
talking
than
about
that.
it's deeper than that.
Oh,
I'm saying
I
like, we
don't
see it in
know.
public.
But
But I
just
feel like
rap
if it was
songs
deeper
and-
than that and then there was proof, there would be more.
No,
there would be more behind.
He
it.
has no proof. So I hope he can't put proof out there in the public to say I got facts to support what I'm saying.
then it's all conjecture then.
So he can't say it. He gonna keep saying it like nigga.
I personally don't want to put
The whole world gonna say it on Super Bowl, nigga. You pedophile, Baca.
I don't want to put
He only-
no
he
Nigga,
only-
Baca.
he
Nigga,
only-
you this.
He only said it
I'm
once.
naming you, nigga.
It's just the song was so hot that it just
He
it hit.
named them niggas on Super Bowl Sunday, name by name, in front of
He
millions
said
and people
Baca
who
got
did.
a weird case. Why is he
He
around?
named the nigga and went in the camera like nigga Baca. He said he wasn't just saying like I'm just saying my line because this is a cool rap and it's a hot song. And
So
no,
you-
he really believed that shit.
So you cool with dry snitching?
No, drop snitching. I'm talking about pedophiles is pedophiles.
I mean, stand up. If you know so, if you really believe
that
If
don't
you believe
somebody,
somebody a pedophile,
That
yeah,
don't apply.
snitch.
I
Snitch on
won't.
them.
I
That don't
won't do.
apply,
I
yeah.
won't do it in the rap.
Snitching don't apply.
Snitching on them.
No, no,
to
no,
the
sure.
pedophiles.
I wouldn't do it on. When I say dry snitching, he doing it on a rap battle. If I really believe that this man is out here doing something to little girls, I'm going to say something outside of just rapping.
He
about
can't prove it though. That's the whole point. The proof. The whole
I
point is right. So
think-
look.
which is
If,
why I
if you know
said-
what you know, but you can't prove it legally,
Niggas couldn't prove R. Kelly.
you're gonna
a
say
long
something
time.
that's gonna hit home,
Oh, here I go.
make a nigga mad. Well, he can't do nothing but like nigga, I'm gonna sue.
I think that he
Can't prove
took
it.
a
Can't prove it.
soundbite, took something
I
that
don't believe
could
that.
be believable,
I don't believe that.
and formulated it to just go, and it's just and made it a.
I don't believe that because
cold ass hot song.
Because fans, when it first came out, right? Fans did research about this. Shit,
I don't
right?
think people really believe he's really. I mean, some people.
I'm
probably
saying
do. You
fans
might
did
believe that.
research about this shit.
So you're saying I want to.
So
you're
you really
standing
believe that he really,
he's a
that's
pedophile.
just how he moves, and this is what he
believe
does.
He likes girls. Look, I believe he likes girls that are college age or younger.
College age or younger. That's
Yeah.
a lot of space.
17.
I don't wanna stand on that ledge with you.
I don't
16,
know.
17.
For that, I
so,
think
So look, the fans did research on this shit when it first came out, right? They had proof of cases with the one girl. What's the
Yeah,
girl's
the
name?
TikTok shit went viral.
What's the one girl that was?
It's a lot of
the whole case he
shit.
settled with. It's a fact. He settled cases with younger girls about this shit, right? So that's not made up shit. Where it's like he has actual cases on this shit.
Yeah.
Settled cases
Okay.
in his court about the sexual assault with
but-
younger girls.
I'm not gonna fight with
What's his name
you.
again?
Yeah, I ain't gonna fight with
Good.
you, but I just think he just capitalized on something. But I
I see
don't
what y'all
think-
saying. That's the obvious shit though. That's
what I'm
the
saying?
obvious. That's the obvious. Like, okay, he has songs about liking girls. Like, oh, wait till you turn 18. You're almost old enough. He has songs about this.
That's why I
shit.
said
Great.
it's just ammo.
I agree.
It's
He
just
has
ammo.
great song. Great. I'm talking about past that. I believe on. See y'all.
But you see how you
Y'all
so
be with your
passionate
air-
when little information. That's what I'm
The
like.
thing is, if Kendrick wasn't a Gemini, he wouldn't be going this hard.
if he was a
Right,
Taurus,
because y'all don't understand
Yeah.
this shit, right? Y'all
Oh
understand
my
that shit.
God.
So
I understand.
y'all think about a basic level, like, okay, yeah, he got songs.
I'm not basing
obvious songs.
I overstand it, but
The
it
obvious
is what
songs.
it is. What
that's
it
what
is.
he did it.
It is what it is.
Cool,
But-
cool. Boy.
Until we hear another song and he
don't
drops
y'all-
some more shit, then that's when we'll know. Like, all right, well, he got some more information.
But don't y'all love this? The fact that you can talk deeper about something that's strange from music. It's not a comment. He didn't go on a podcast with it. He didn't go on a think piece with it. He put something in a bar
Yeah.
and then expanded
Yeah.
to where everybody has these think pieces.
he made it- it was a
about
hot
something.
bar, a hot-
It
a
makes
hot
you
one.
think. That's art. That's what it's
That's war. It was warfare. It's
That's what's missing from Drake's music. Drake killed Ross. Drake killed ASAP. We gonna get to free ASAP Free with Drake. Drake killed all them niggas probably in one of the best diss records of all time, which is the Family Matters. But he didn't take care of Kendrick.
and he couldn't kill the other person that's really good at warfare.
Who?
Pusha T.
Hell no. Hell no.
So it's like he just don't know how to. He didn't know how to capitalize
Joe
like that.
Budden.
He could only. This is the thing. I think like Drake could only end people that are trying to chase the same type of lifestyle
Yeah,
that he
Meek.
chased. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So and he just could like over money them and overpower them, so
Yeah.
they can't
Yeah.
stand on nothing.
Meek
But
had the baddest bitch, Nicki. Meek was
Yeah,
out.
it's like so it's just like
Killed that nigga.
But if you ain't on that and you for the culture or for the hip hop or the roots or the spirit of hip hop and all that, then it's like you can't tell him too much.
That's a good point.
So that's just what it is.
That's a
And
good
then
point.
that's what, but like with the whole pedophile shit, it's just like
That's too deep. I don't put smut on this name.
It's convenient.
I'm saying this.
And Drake put himself in that position by being.
I'm saying this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call nobody
You know what I'm
pedophiles. I believe it.
Yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah, okay. So that's why you saying it's deeper, because he's standing on it 10 toes down at the Super Bowl saying niggas' names. So it really might just be y'all, but
Yeah.
it's really this, because
Yeah.
I'm standing.
He did double,
on it.
triple,
And
quadruple down.
And he did it with straight
Yeah.
face.
Quintuple
he
down
looked
on
down
the
and
shit.
angry when he said he was
Say
like,
Drake.
just like
he
he's
said,
like,
"Say Drake."
yeah,
He smiled.
yeah, yeah. He did that shit.
So
boy.
I mean,
Well, that's in my opinion. Y'all can't prove. That's the whole point.
it's
You
like
can't prove
it's hard to prove. So
it. You can't prove it. So it's like,
But also, I don't want to spend this much, because they didn't kill the Drake shit. Like, I don't want to have a whole dissection on a dead body. This nigga's dead. He
I
either
don't
gonna-
think he is though.
You don't think
He
Drake
try to
is?
call me like a Drake. I ain't the biggest Drake fan at all. I mean, I like his music, but I ain't no
Yeah.
Drake
That
stan.
was direct.
Yeah, that's for you because you be on that. But I ain't
an
no Drake
extent.
stan.
But-
I like rap.
Just
And like
go
you know
back,
what
because
I'm
I
saying?
never said what I was thinking for. Again, probably one of the old things, the ability to adjust. I was once a fan of something until I got more information, and then I'm like, I can no longer stand with this because this isn't that. Nigga, Kendrick come talk about, what about your soul?
You know nothing about
You
that.
don't know nothing about that.
Nothing about that.
And I'm like, I talk to God every day. I bring my sorrow to God. I'm not with a wine spritzer in a strip club talking about give me a hug. I'm nothing like this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So they not like us. So
And we don't know when Kendrick was in the strip club kicking it. That's another thing. It's not
that's
televised.
a whole different conversation.
Drake tried to, he tried
Put
to
it back on
He
him.
tried to put it in there when he was like, well, why you in New York? Why you type of stuff. He's like, you away from your girl, living separate. We know what you like, but he just wasn't. I don't think he was equipped for that battle. He underestimated the boogeyman.
And Wayne isn't battle tested. Go back to my theory. It's a hot take. People might not like my theory, but Wayne was never battle tested. Wayne, nobody ever took a shot at Wayne except Gilly. Gilly was the only nigga to take a shot at Wayne. Other than that, he was able to thrive being the greatest rapper of all time.
because
with
Wayne
no-
didn't have no equal peer during his time. Wasn't no peer
Talent-wise.
Wasn't no equal to him. Like it wasn't no Jay-Z and Nas. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nobody to compete with Lil Wayne.
But see, Jay like Wayne can't
Who
compete.
competed with Lil Wayne?
At that time, he had a little run.
Yeah.
It was him and Jewels. It was
Nobody.
Lil
but-
Wayne.
And if somebody did, it was all subliminal. Nobody was
Off,
really.
off talent alone, Wayne won. But if I'm Jay, why would I compete with Wayne? He don't own shit. Like, yeah, you got Drake and Nicki, that's cool, but you don't. Birdman run your whole business. Why would I compete with you?
Yeah, Jay never really competed with Wayne. Wayne tried to take some subliminal shots towards
Yeah.
Jay, but he never really shot back. He was more like,
You beneath me.
And then they eventually was on the song together. So
Yeah, because
it just
he
went away.
idolized that nigga.
It just went away.
yeah.
So
That's a good
nah,
one.
that's a good one. Other than that, I mean, what other music y'all got? Y'all got any other? I'm looking
You
like
wanna
what
take
I'll just look at what I've been listening to.
You want
But
to take a break from music and go to Black Facts since we halfway in the...
we could go to Black Facts. I mean,
Or do you want to finish music and then go there?
listen,
The Black Facts.
it's
We can go black with it.
so for all the listeners out there, we recording this in February still, so we have to get y'all Black Fact because last pod we was still in January when we did it, so we got to give some Black Facts, shed some light on just dope Black people of color that
I want to expound.
yeah.
I don't feel like as a community we take the seriousness of how we've advanced from where we were told we were slaves brought in by boats to where we are and what we contributed to society in general from
Well,
that
yeah.
time to now. So it's really important that we take a moment. That's why I'm like, we talking about Drake, we talk about all this nigga shit. Like, nah, let's pause that and put some light on some real Black history in the moment of Black history that y'all can take back with y'all and and really sit on it.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is something I'm grateful for is we wasn't just doing this for February. We was already doing it.
We always do it.
So we just need to remember just to celebrate our accomplishments all year round, because there's no shortage of amazing Black feats, inventors, athletes, great minds. It's across the spectrum. So
it's not just entertainment. I don't want to.
It ain't just
to see
shooting the ball and rapping. It's so much more.
It's everywhere.
So much more.
Every little thing, what we're doing, the cameras, the lighting, and everything we doing on your daily usage, somebody Black has something to do with either creating it or popularizing it, and don't get the credit or don't get the type of recognition that they deserve. So, like you said, it ain't just because it's Black History, even though we're celebrating it during Black History Month. On this pod, we always celebrate the Black History year round. So we just wanted to make sure that we get you. So who got the first?
Who going?
I hate to throw a random one out. This ain't even
Go.
a Black fact.
Go.
But I seen it on Facebook about the woman who been at the maxi pad, the
maxi pad,
the padded menstrual.
The one we
pad.
did. The Black fact we did.
That's what we did already.
Yeah.
The menstrual pad.
The lady who did the
wings. Yeah, I think we did it.
I bet.
Yeah.
So you said
I saw it on Facebook. I was on Facebook today. I was off.
We in the algorithm.
We had already bases covered.
Oh well, then okay.
Bases covered.
I pulled one up already because I had this already ready from when we was pre-production.
What you got?
I want to take our time and shed some light on Margaret Burroughs. And she is the founder of the Ebony Museum of Negro History and Art, which is now the DeSable Museum of African American History, located in Chicago.
DeSable,
yeah. So good history there. But I didn't know that actual museum was founded by a woman, Margaret Burroughs. And then they changed the name to the DeSable because DeSable was the founder of Chicago.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, so
we gotta say that.
So they all align. But shout out to someone in my city who made history that's really history to me personally, because we grew up here. I can actually go to the DeSable Museum and look into. I gotta go there and do it recently, but as a kid, I could go there and look at some stuff and learn about my culture. So shout out to Margaret Burroughs and that Black fact.
Shout out to Margaret Burroughs.
Want to go see Lil Rel?
Lil Rel Howard.
That's what we was. That was a wild. Damn, that was a
You
wild.
want to do
Yeah.
DeSable.
Then they changed Lakeshore Drive. They changed the name of some street to DeSable, right?
Probably to
like,
give.
Was
But
it?
it's a lot of.
I could be mistaken. I think they did.
It's a lot of like safe Black events that didn't happen at the DeSable Museum.
Yeah.
Cause you hear about shit happening and you can't control it because shootouts and around that area.
Nobody really
Wasn't
crazy.
Yeah.
Like niggas know how to behave, man. And my one time at the DeSable Museum, I had a date and we watched the Obama movie. And at the DeSable Museum, it was probably one of the most memorable times. So shout out to you.
You talking about walking with Southside?
Yeah, Southside with me.
Southside with me.
Yeah, at the DeSable Museum for like a picnic date. It was really memorable. So shout out to you, wherever you at. So
shout out to him. Black fact.
You know how niggas.
Black fact.
You got your Black fact? I still got mine. I ain't even say mine yet.
I got mine. I'll go. Oh, you want to go? I'll go.
You go ahead.
But no, that was crazy. Real quick, you talk about the Lil Rel stand up.
Yeah.
That was a dope ass event. Like
he was still up and coming.
He was like, that was early Lil Rel days. He was still funny.
He was still doing that.
Talk about the Ninja Turtle shoes and stuff.
He was doing that one show, the Carmichael show.
Carmichael show. Yeah, that was early on, but like that was funny. It was packed in there, and it was
a vibe.
Wasn't no issues. It was a vibe. That shit was dope. I forgot all about that. That's like 10 years, a decade.
Good memory.
It's crazy. Damn near more. So black fact. My black fact is Willie Techman Jenkins, who was an African American inventor who pioneered drone technology back in 1982. 1982. I'm gonna put the picture of him up. But this dude.
So he's the guy that responsible for all the drones we've seen in the sky right now.
He was one of the originators of it. They said, despite his achievements, he kind of got buried, by the system or whatever. But he was born in in Los Angeles. He was just just had a love for technology, and his breakthrough came in 1982 when he unveiled the very first working drone, marking a significant milestone in aviation history. So I just think about how drones have evolved even now, and how maybe not the ones that they was trying to say was UAPs or whatever.
Dropping bombs on niggas.
Yeah, but the fact that it's 1982, and in this picture again, I'm gonna put it up. This man is holding a drone, like
and it
a
looked
drone.
like-
It looked like a drone from today.
But the picture looked like it's from the 1900s. Like
Not like
It's
Yeah.
1980.
yeah, it got color, but it
My
looked
man
at
look like he
Yeah.
look like
Soul Brother. Like he looked like
a house for love.
yeah.
He looked like they fucking with my music, duck.
Yeah, so he was on that back then, and they just saying that his achievements and discoveries or whatever got kind of suppressed.
obviously.
You know what I mean?
Patents. If he didn't understand nothing about
yeah,
patents,
yeah. But it just, because I'm I love tech, and it's just the fact that ain't no shortage of just inventors like that, great minds that back then that it just didn't get the light shed on it. So shout out to Willie Techman.
Tech man,
Willie
yeah, that's
Techman
Willie.
Jenkins. Black fact. So that was
So
dope.
since we're doing black facts, I want to bring up Walter White.
Walter White.
Not Walt White from
Not Breaking Bad.
not Breaking Bad. Walt White.
Not
Although he
Kevin.
does look,
He look.
he look a little Heisenberg. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Walter White was he was the head of the NAACP from 1929 to 1955. Now I saw him on my YouTube, popped up on my YouTube like a couple days ago, because it was talking about how he passed as a white man because he was a little light skinned. He had blue eyes and blonde hair because he had the white. I think his mother was a descendant of a slave owner and slave master, basically.
Okay.
And a slave owner and slave. I'm sorry.
Get a hybrid, baby.
Yes. Well, he grew up in Atlanta, so his mother and parents, but parents both went to Atlanta University, right? So from there, I guess one of his first stories was he was involved in the Atlanta race massacre. You ever heard of that? The race? Me neither. 1906, right? It was a race massacre in Atlanta where somebody accused of some black
Some images
boys
and
of
shit.
talking to white women, and it was up. And they said one of his first involvements with white people was he had to defend his house against them.
Oh wow.
There were people rioting. Him and his dad had to defend his house against white people rioting. They did that successfully, obviously, because he's still alive. He survived that.
Oh, okay.
Not still alive. He died. He died in 1955 at 61. Kind of young, actually.
Yeah.
But he helped give like a legal fund, a defense fund for the NAACP to like help defend them against racial injustice and things in courts and things. So,
Okay.
pretty dope dude, Walt White. But he was able to get a lot done because he looked white. He's able to do a lot of investigating into crimes involving blacks because he was white. They didn't give him as hard of a time when he was trying to investigate. They didn't do it because he was white looking. So
That's
Walt
crazy.
White. But yeah,
That's dope.
Should I
That's
Walter
dope.
White? Tech
Black
man,
fact.
Margaret.
yeah, Walt White.
Black fact.
Walter Francis White.
Shout out to everybody who made it possible for us to be sitting here and doing what we love or what we like to do freely.
Indeed. Ain't got nobody coming trying to break down the door, stop us from having freedom of speech and expressing ourselves. So yeah, shout out to all those that came before us for sure.
Came a long way. Don't ever take it for granted.
Yeah, I watched something different about Black history or whatever. I forgot about the bombing. Remember that bombing they had at the church with the girls? Mm-hmm. You remember that?
In Montgomery, or was it?
I think it was Montgomery, somewhere like that.
See,
was
my
the
memory's
Baptist
so
church.
convoluted. I put all that shit to Dylan Roof. Anything that happened, I'm just like Dylan did it.
No, this was like the
I'm like-
60s or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
this was
when
like
they bombed the church.
The MLK,
and
MLK days.
It happened.
Yeah.
So you heard? So they released the documents. You heard
it
about?
Ebenezer? No, not that. Not that. That's something else. I don't know.
You
Yeah,
heard
that
about
might be where
something else.
Malcolm X or something.
Yeah.
Martin Luther
Don't
King,
quote me.
mother and brother was assassinated as well.
I didn't know that, bro. I did
God
not
damn.
know that Martin Luther King's mother got assassinated.
She got
I
assassinated.
don't remember. I ain't know that.
Yeah, no, they released the doc. She got assassinated.
I didn't know
His
that,
older
bro.
brother got
That's
assassinated.
wild.
He come from
They
assassination.
killed her. They killed her in church, bro, while she's playing the organ.
That's wild.
Shot in the head. What? What?
That's wild.
Things you don't hear about. You hear about I heard about Martin Luther King. I'm like, that's cool, but his mama got shot in church, bro, playing the organ.
That's wild.
In the middle of service. What? Imagine you like, okay, they go Martin. We here to see Martin's mama. She won,
That's why they want to get rid of that critical race theory shit because they want.
They try.
Hey man, forget where you come from. Forget your.
But
traumas.
I think who killed her was a black dude. I think he was a Hebrew or something.
They tried.
Yeah, it was something like that, something crazy like that.
I saw one. I thought I put it in the chat, but I saw one that was like about Samuel L. Jackson back in the day when he was young, and he was like so radical that he what did he rob or kidnap or like held at gunpoint or something? Who dad? Martin Luther King dad? It's like MLK dad or Malcolm X dad. I had to go back. Yeah, he was that radical where he basically just held them hostage or whatever to get his.
Yeah, for him to be able to adjust and play the game, but still
that's crazy. And then be in
Hollywood,
Hollywood,
to be
that's
in
wild.
Pulp Fiction,
but
reading
like,
Bible verses.
I do everything except put a dress on.
To be Uncle Sam on the Super Bowl.
Because Kendrick knew who to call. Yeah, that
it's
nigga
wild.
he woke
That's
inside.
crazy.
Like, hey, I deliver these characters.
That's
I play
crazy.
your shit. I play the racist dude on Django. Yeah, ha ha ha. But it's to deliver a message of how shit really was. I'm not part of this stupid shit y'all
Samuel
got
L.
going on.
Jackson is one of the greatest actors of all time.
Funny. I want to get the
He
facts
won the
right.
GOAT, I ain't gonna lie. But
Yeah, no, listen, I'm gonna get the facts right on it because Samuel L. Jackson was expelled from Morehouse in the '60s for holding Martin Luther King Jr.'s father hostage.
And that's a black. That's another fact.
black fact.
Is that black fact? No, that's
Yeah, the black fact.
That is a nigga fact. Why would he hold him hostage?
Martin Luther King, mama got killed. So he probably was in the same group that was.
He locked the board members in the building for 2 days in protest of the school's curriculum and governance.
Okay, that's righteous.
Yep, and then Martin Luther King dad just was there.
Oh, okay.
He's one of them.
And this was during the height of the civil rights movement.
Shout out to Samuel, man, motherfucker.
Yep.
I fucks with you.
Yep.
Sam Mayan was.
One more black fact that I had.
Man,
we
lay
talked
him on
about.
thick.
Yeah, we own it. We own that. The Wayans family.
Oh yeah,
They gonna be inducted into the NAACP Award Hall of Fame.
Shout out to the Wayne.
Shout out Walt White again.
Whole Wayans family. So.
And what's his name? Johnson. What's his name again? The founder.
Margaret Burroughs.
Margaret Burroughs.
No, the founder of the
NAACP. Listen.
I don't know the
Johnson.
Don't quiz me now. I ain't gonna say the wrong thing.
I don't have it at the top
Put
of
me
my
on the
head.
spot, like,
I still gotta read. You
Johnny
see,
on the spot.
I had to pull out my phone and read this stuff. Like it's not inbreeded in us. Like we don't know our history. That's why we have to keep getting reminded.
Just gotta educate. That's why you gotta go in. We got Googles.
Yeah. Keep reminding yourself of
only-
what you are, of where you come from.
It's only a search away.
Am I just reading this wrong?
Look what Google do. Look how it's
Well, W.E.B. Du Bois, Ida B. Wells, a few people I don't even know their names, was the founders. But the chairman and CEO or president was Derek Johnson.
Derek Johnson. Shout out Derek Johnson.
Yep.
And I saw a post that said, "Stop arguing with people who Harriet Tubman would have
He's
shot."
he's the president right now. My fault. My fault.
Who she would have shot.
Correct myself. Derek Johnson's the president and CEO right now. He's a current president.
Shout out to him for continuing to do the work.
Born in Detroit, Michigan. So in Detroit.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Black fact. Just celebrating. I mean, something else we had on the list was just like we lost a few people recently.
I was gonna say, rest in peace to Christopher Wallace's mom. I don't have her full name on
Notorious B.I.G.
Notorious B.I.G.
Biggie Mama
has transitioned, and we missed one from an earlier episode. I think he passed right around the time we recorded. But rest in peace to Irv Gotti.
Irv Gotti did. They was going back and forth like he would pass, he didn't.
What I be without you?
Yeah, but he had an impact,
all I
man.
think about
he had an
you.
impact in music for real.
I'm tired of being lonely. Baby girl, put it on me.
So do Def clear all wrongdoings? Because he did do that, but he also stalked Ashanti. So it's like
he told everybody he clapped. He told everybody he clapped on TV.
He was a wild man.
Okay.
He was a wild man.
He was on the way out. He was on the way out. He knew he was on the way out.
He's a wild man.
He got his shit off his chest before he died.
Pretty sure the first time I heard that song was on the bus on the way to Prairie Hills.
Shout out Ja Rule, man, for making 50 Cent career buzz from off the top. It came out, had somebody
Yeah.
to go at real easy. Like
Yeah.
that made 50
So,
Cent, that
man.
nigga killing Ja Rule career.
Rest in peace to the people who died on plane crashes and shit.
Man.
All that happened like after our last,
Yeah.
probably right after. So the plane crash. Yeah, rest in peace to those souls.
How y'all feel about that? Y'all feel safe flying right
No.
now?
I don't
Y'all
know
feel a
what-
little nervous because
I
I feel
don't
like
know.
motherfucker, I was in DC for work and I'm thinking like, nigga, I was just
feel
there.
just as safe as I did the last time I got on an airplane. I think that
You do?
Yeah, I think that
I don't.
we're just getting fed a lot of
I feel like
stuff.
that's
Also-
not just being fed stuff, that's actually factually happening because they don't happen like that.
So people are saying that they're trying to relate it back to Trump pulling people out of the FAA. That was the DEI initiatives, and there was people that was in there, and like
That's
he
the
was
reason why.
killing that, and so like they like missing critical
Certain people.
roles and people, and I'm like,
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's a reach though.
It's a
I don't-
reach,
But
But
you know what
maybe-
I also heard? This is one of those tinfoil things.
Mm-hmm.
They said the plates, the magnetic poles have shifted. So they're saying as a result of the magnetic
Plane.
poles shifting,
If-
that's why planes
you know
all
how
over.
how many flights go a day in the world.
So,
if
yeah.
that really was the case,
All of them be going down.
it'd be something
Majority.
completely
It was like that
different.
one
Okay.
movie where they were just dropping.
I think the DC one was just a freaking
The helicopter.
yeah. That helicopter was coming from some training, military, something, and they just did not follow. I think it was a perfect stunt. Something happened.
What about the Toronto one where they got the? Could you imagine they got people filming? The plane is upside down, and then they're letting you off while the plane is upside down. So you're walking on the ceiling of the airplane.
That's like some Amazon
Movie
Prime
shit.
series.
Movie shit.
And you know what they
Netflix.
offered you, and then everything you make it home. You're thankful for your life, and then here comes a severance letter or a letter saying, "Hey,
Macaroon.
for your troubles, here's $30K." That's not what my life. I could have died.
30K is decent.
I could have died.
Could have died, but
They just gonna be like,
paid-
"Did you die though?"
You paid 300 for
Or
the
did you die?
You paid 300 for the flight, 400 for the 500 for the flight. You got home safe. You missed your trip, but you got 30 racks.
Nigga, I want to
So you
own.
came up about 29 racks.
But you're gonna be traumatized for a long time.
I
You probably
own-
gonna fly for like a couple years.
You probably going to invest that money and be A-okay.
I own 1% of Delta now. What the fuck is you
That
talking
ain't,
about?
That ain't 1%.
I own
that's-
one. No,
that's
no,
crazy.
I want
Oh,
1%.
Oh, you want
No.
1%?
Good
Good luck.
My
Out of
life.
all the passengers, that'll
Good
be
luck.
half the
Because I'm
company
sharing with
won't have
everybody
the
else.
company
I'm
going.
not telling everybody that I feel like my life is worth more than the whole company. I want y'all to get y'all shit. I want my 1% of your company because you almost killed me.
1% would be put you into the
Yeah,
top
you be
crazy
into some
percent.
other
You'd
type
be
of stuff.
worth too much money.
I know.
Everybody can't get
1%, you be
1%.
what, like a couple hundred million?
Everybody can't get 1%.
Probably
know.
a billion, couple hundred
Yeah,
What's your
million,
life
couple hundred
worth?
million.
I feel you, but to the people that lost their life in that other one, for real, just RIP and just
Yeah,
know
that's
prayers
wild.
up to their families. and
It's
stuff.
crazy how we
it's
ain't even got a channel like get over tragedy for another
man,
guess what
before
happened.
something else happened,
Like,
man, something else
Nigga
happened.
just had the New Orleans shit happen was a month ago.
In January. In
A month ago, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wild.
And then the Super Bowl happened like nothing ever happened.
It's short. It's like
Motherfuckers just got killed in that same city right before Super Bowl.
And
they
there's
say
other
time,
stuff going
time
on.
wait for no man, and then like we're trying to squeeze it in a hour production, 2-hour production to talk about it. And it's like you can't cover everything, but humanity is real. We have empathy for lost life, even though we're trying to bring you an entertainment television something. It's
tough.
like no, these people lost their life. Let's take a moment and recognize that.
You're trying to stay positive, but it's a lot of negativity being highlighted. So it's like those are the catch. You know what I'm saying? That's what goes viral and what we get,
But how do you
informed
personally
about.
feel when you hear about people dying in situations like that with the airport, and then you plan a trip for your birthday 2 months later? Like, do you feel like it's not relatable? It's them, and it can't be you?
Well, it's kind of
Or-
like in Chicago, you hear about a shooting happening, like right where you finna drive past the next day or something, or
Can't live in
you
fear.
you know something happened right here, but you go past it every couple. You know what I'm saying? So like, you
Can't
kind
live
of
in fear.
you kind
can't
of
live in fear.
get over it real
Yeah.
quick. Cause you kind of got to, you can't like be worried about what happened to the next person like
And then
that long.
And then it's a numbers and probability. Like in my mind, it's just like a numbers probability.
Right.
Like,
But I never
it
heard
could
of,
happen.
I never
but
heard of so many in
Airplanes
one time
happening like that.
unless somebody.
Last
is
time I heard about a plane
withholding-
happening was Malaysia when it disappeared. Other than that, I don't hear about no
Yeah.
planes dropping. I never.
Yeah. Or like it's a private
or,
jet.
or like the one with the people with the doctors in South America or whatever that went down.
Yeah.
There was like some stuff with that, but like it be happening, but
It
it's
be
just-
rare.
It's happening at a frequent clip right now.
So every time I get on an airplane, I feel like the thought might go through my head, but you just
I don't be that scared.
but I don't be scared. You just accept it. Like
But
it's like
now,
You just
they
ex-
added a little bit of fear to it.
you just accept it. Like it just be like I'm going on an aluminum
It's just-
or steel craft in the air at 450 miles an
It's
hour.
just how close to home it was because I was just in DC.
Just you say a little prayer, and then you keep on moving. Because as I said, it's probability. You know how many flights are going every day, all day, nonstop.
Exactly. It's
without
just the
fail.
odds of you being on that one.
It's tragic for sure.
It might
It's
be
just-
me being high at the moment, but I'm like, isn't it the responsibility
Are you
of the
high right now?
Well, listen, isn't it the
You ever get faded?
Is it the responsibility of the company to make sure that we arrive safely? Because if they're gonna go business as usual, that 30K you gotta fill it. Because if the probability of something going wrong, ain't nothing perfect. So if I'm on your plane and something does go wrong and I survive, you're not gonna give me a crumb of what you
Well,
made.
that's kind of like if you in the Uber and the Uber get into an accident. You think you owe?
Yes.
You can own half of Uber.
You
Or
can
Peter
sue.
Finn is an Uber. Nah.
You can sue Uber. You can sue the person you're in insurance and the person that caused the accident.
Okay, bad example. A train, you
mean,
on,
it's
or
just-
a bus. You ain't gonna be to sue the company.
Let's
and get
just
the
hope
company
you
like
never
that.
have to
Go through that. Okay.
go through that.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I'm
'Cause
thinking
it's-
too deep into it, but I do want the companies to they go business as usual. They're projecting flights for the summer and winter after they just killed you just lost people. Where's your plan? But I don't want to go too deep.
Yeah, like it's like you just gotta stay prayed up.
Yeah,
'Cause
faith
it's-
in a higher power. Yeah.
Cause it's like once you do take off, you just kind of
That should be dope. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's above you for real, literally.
yeah. You mean,
Whenever
what you
I'm in
mean,
an
flying?
airplane, I'll be thinking like, how the hell is this heavy ass machine
Physics.
in the air? I know, but it still be like blowing my mind. Like, how the fuck are we in the air right now?
Yeah.
And then we come down, you be like, how the fuck?
We made it out, man.
What?
The
That should be wild.
thing that
Wow.
amazed me more, I be in awe, is like it ain't even so much that it's that we're flying, is that I look back like 200 years. So like, or just look at like from the start of mankind that we know,
That we know.
for just hundreds and thousands or whatever years, we just was regular. And in the last like 100 years, shit went crazy. Like shit went crazy. Just
Yeah, aviation.
They say we got a-
phones, drones,
They say we made a deal with the aliens.
FaceTime,
They say we made a deal with the
our
aliens.
cars, electric jets.
They say they got the
it's crazy. Like
what is it? The World Council or something? Or the universe?
They reverse engineer some alien.
They said they got some kind of council where they met the
Crazy.
aliens.
But you know what it's powered by? It's powered by Earth like these smartphones, certain technology is powered by crystals or
Minerals
of the earth.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, they've been here. They were unbothered for a while until you realize the properties and what it could utilize for.
Yeah.
But then it's like we haven't seen the effect or the consequence to fucking with them. Because like at the rate we're going, we're gonna deplete those. And then so what's a world without those minerals?
I saw a TikTok or something. It had a question like, did we program AI or did AI program us or something like that? It was kind of like,
Nah, we programmed.
well, see, that's what they would say, but on a higher level, it was saying like, well, we didn't invent intelligence, right? It's always been there. We reached a level to where we can understand that its existence.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like if the concept of AI has already been out there before we discovered it, could have already existed before we existed. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
If we just discovered AI abilities, the quantum, what's the computer?
Well, we created AI. We trained AI.
We created our version of AI.
Yeah.
But if AI as a concept already existed before we discovered it,
By
could
who?
it-
Like we in a simulation, or you
no,
just saying?
as a concept, if
Okay.
it already existed before we discovered it, You see what I'm saying? Conception.
trying to follow
Everything we discover has already been like he's talking about the
nothing
technology.
new under the sun type of
Technology. He said we already had the minerals here, right?
Yeah.
So somebody already discovered the minerals before we discovered the minerals. They already had the technology before we did. Could have been better. Maybe we're advanced.
yeah.
So it's kind of like technology with AI. It's like, okay, we invented the quantum. What's the computer we
Like
did?
the quantum computing or whatever.
What's the most powerful one we invented ever right now?
Quantum.
Yeah, quantum.
What's the one?
Chip quantum
Processor,
computer?
yeah.
Oh, the Willow.
The Willow.
Well, that's Google version.
Right.
But,
We invented the Willow, right?
yeah.
But the idea of it's already been around before we invented it.
Yeah, we just wasn't able to.
We weren't able to
actually
conceptualize
manufacture it, basically.
Yeah.
Right. So the idea is if at a big higher level, if it already existed conceptually, but we just didn't discover it, we weren't able to mentally discover it.
Yeah,
Couldn't
we weren't
have
able to actually like
tap into it.
manifest it or manufacture it. It's like an exponential thing, I think, because like every technology is almost building on itself. So that's why I feel like things just came like on a curve, like nothing, regular, okay, locomotive, steam,
Flight.
gas powered, then just out of here.
If you think of science is built on failure because you have to go through these experiments, see what the actual components in reality are, and then see how certain things are just like steam or oil or gas or whatever. So when science is the study of something, it has to fail whatever thesis or hypothesis that you first have when you think you know, and then you got to see it in action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And then it's the scientific method, the hypothesis, like you said, they're gonna test it, break it. So
it got to be proven more than one time.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't come a long way. It's gonna be scary because, like, with the AI now, it's getting scary because it's like now they're starting to see like, all right, these things are starting to try to deceive us. They're trying to shut them down, and then they're like making copies of themselves so they don't get shut down. It's like, all right.
The old ChatGPT.
Yeah, just
copied
these,
the version
these
of itself so it
little-
wouldn't be able to
so
get
it won't
deleted.
get shut down and stuff. It's like, all right, nah, that's too much.
Yeah,
iRobot,
what's the
Terminator.
limit? What's the
Like,
limit?
what are we doing? How do we know they ain't gonna be able to learn how to hack into some nuclear codes or know how to push the button? Like, I'm like, yeah, see,
So it's kind of like this, right? It's kind of like the idea of like the universe being written in code, right? So it's like if there's code, if the universe is written in the code in a certain order, right? Couldn't God be AI, or like couldn't God be like conceptually like something that's like able to write us into code where we exist on a level where we see things visually,
and we interact with them.
interact with things visually, but they're actually just code. It's all just code. It comes down to
Figuratively speaking, this goes
because
back
matter is even
we in
code.
an open world.
Even matter,
simulation.
right?
Figuratively speaking, this goes back to my argument. I believe when God created man, the breath of air, the Holy Spirit, whatever, into dust, it downloaded that you have the information, you just don't know what information is. So it's like when you say that the concept is God AI, knowledge is knowledge. Your acceptance or recognition of information is a whole different thing than of the information existing.
Right.
You know
It's
what I'm
like-
saying?
It's almost like when the Big Bang, when God said, create man or let there be light, it's like a code, like a .exe, like put enter, compile the code. And then, but it's a living, breathing thing though. It's like the most complex code that we have ever experienced. And then we're within it just taking in inputs. So all right, when people say your vibration, your frequency, whatever, it's like,
See,
you
that's
just,
what I
it's
was
like
saying.
you got antennas, so you just tune in to what's already in the ether and then
already there.
No good and bad
It's
because
already
something
there.
feels,
That's how you know something's
off.
wrong.
Like this
or
doesn't.
you're at a higher vibration or you're at a lower vibration or something's off, and it's just like, yeah, because you it's like an open world game where you can go wherever. You ever play a video game and you're so curious, you go to one part of the game, you ain't even supposed to be over there yet. So it don't work, or it start glitching the game out. It's kind of like that. It's like, nah, you outside your purpose, you outside your program, and you trying to do some other stuff, and everything that happened after that is just like a glitch in the matrix type shit.
Just like AI learning at the level it's learning as fast as it's learning, which is scary. Humans, when we absorb information and we learn, oh, this is where did it become from a rock to a blade to a bullet? What was the the evolution of thinking to where once you realize what a weapon is for, that you expanded the thought of what weaponry to use. So
And see, that's where I disagree with you a little bit about the whole, the curve of technology. It's like, well, we believe that, but you go right back to Egypt, and you get confused. Like, how the fuck did they do this with these giant ass
Oh yeah.
ton rocks, right? And then we go to the idea that it could have been sound technology, vibrational technology to move the rocks. Could have been sound. You did it with sound, right? So not that we're not discovering sound technology. We're just saying we're just now discovering that we can use sound to move things.
It could still.
You know
be
what I'm
a curve.
saying? And
It
it's
could've just
the
went like
idea
this.
that
Could just went like this. Then something happened, it just drop
drop down,
and then we don't
and
remember
now we
nothing.
remember nothing. We lost it all in Alexandria.
Yep.
yeah, oh my
When the
god.
Library of Alexandria got destroyed, when Alexander the Great had it all the Egyptian knowledge all in one place, destroyed.
And the
So now we don't know what happened with all that.
Now
stuff.
they said I was watching
So-
a video the other day. It was like they went down deep somewhere in the ocean or whatever, and they found like civilization down there. It looked advanced, but it was just underwater. They all these carvings and stuff. I'm like, man, something
can't
happened.
reach it.
And then the Great Flood happened. We know before that, if you believe biblically, that right before that there was me and my pops was talking about this the other day. Like,
shout out to Pops.
spike in knowledge and
yeah, so like right before that, we know that, well, one, depending on what you believe, they were saying how like, like the Nephilim and people were like evil and they was like doing like animal hybrid type of stuff. Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They was like, they were saying like the fallen angels was giving man knowledge of all type of stuff that we wasn't supposed to have. And the world was really, really evil. We don't know what that means. What does that mean? What were they doing? What was going on? All we know is God was like,
No.
yeah, nah.
Flush that shit. Yeah.
Like, nah.
start over.
Tower of Babel.
Reset.
What are these niggas doing? They're coming together trying to build a monument as great
To
as
reach the sky. Like,
Flush that.
what was that really?
What? But the information doesn't die. It takes what. So if the
Like,
Chinese,
what was that really? A tower
that
to the
figurative?
heavens? Or were they really trying to build a tower just as high? Like, what?
Nebuchadnezzar, something he was trying to make a tower as big as God, as tall as God.
The statue?
But now they saying that.
Tower.
Now that,
Nebuchadnezzar was a statue.
Nebuchadnezzar probably was a statue, but he was the king around that time. To
No, it was.
But think about it. Now they try to build like Sky Bridge, like an elevator that go from the ground straight to orbit.
Oh, you heard about that? I heard about that. That's old though.
Yeah, but
That's old though.
the
The little thing to come down from the
I'm just saying. Though.
space station coming all the
So
way
where
down.
are we at? We just went on a whole
Elevator.
This was not on the board on
Hey,
our
plug
topic.
in with
Yeah,
us.
we just plugged in.
But
But it's real
knowledge
talk.
knowledge is something that you have to be aware of, and then once you're aware that you have this knowledge or whatever knowledge you didn't gain, be responsible with the knowledge.
So how do y'all feel about one of the topics on the board was like there was this doctor that was saying, man, it's like you got to be able to check facts, but there's a doctor on this post online that was saying that the CERN or the Hadron Collider, the particle accelerator or whatever, that it's known, like these scientists know that at those sites some type of portal was open, and they are aware that there's like beings, interdimensional beings coming in and out, coming back and forth.
Yeah, going to Miami.
don't know how
and
to
shit.
stop it.
People's backyard in Miami.
They don't know how to stop it, but they just. So, do you believe that that's true? Is it possible?
What are the bodies? If they're
I-
celestial bodies, it don't bother me.
Believe that it's very
Somebody
possible.
said she said they left a scarf.
Oh, a scarf?
I heard something about
A
that.
scarf got left.
It's like,
behind.
man,
I don't know.
I heard something
that
about that. That's stupid. But
You watch Evil.
yeah, I ain't watched it. I
You
ain't watched it.
caught
in
up
a
to
while,
that
so I
part?
ain't caught up to all that. But
Yeah.
that's what I probably watched was a girl playing funeral with the other girl.
Oh,
with the mask and
okay,
shit. That's
yeah,
what I watched. But no, I mean CERN is they're supposed to be finding a God particle there, right? They're supposed to have found it already.
Yeah, they already found something.
I saw a girl about this, right? It's the Higgs boson. You can look this shit up.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like supposed to be the smallest particle. And you're trying to find out like the beginning of life, or the beginning of all matter, right? That's what I was saying. Like the idea is like,
Answering questions they ain't supposed to have no business answering.
but the idea is that the answers already existed before we found them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're not discovering anything.
What you gonna do with it?
Nothing we've ever discovered has been discovered. It's just we're just reaching our level of thought to see it.
It makes your intelligence. If you're aware of it, now you do things different than when ignorance was bliss. When we wasn't aware of none of this shit, when I didn't know that certain particles could make an iPhone, it didn't bother me.
Well, now you're gonna try to build on it.
Yes, it's
and
gonna
see where it
right.
can take. So, for example, I think with that Higgs boson or whatever, they smashed the particles together. This is my understanding of it. They smashed it together, and the effect of it smashing so hard together, you know, the particles would go wherever. But it was so violent that the particle that they found was basically it jostled a piece of the space time.
It
like,
ripped the hole in
yeah,
space.
it's just like a piece basically the medium or the matter or the whatever where all particles live on. It like splashed off, and that thing right there, they was able to recognize like that is like some dark matter, God part, whatever that is. So now they investigating that.
They said that the wormholes that they make are so small that they have no real effect on us. Well, they said that they're gonna create a small little wormhole.
But all they're gonna do is try to keep making them bigger,
make them
and
bigger
and bigger. Like what?
So who's to know when they did that already?
Probably Ben did it.
The elite,
exactly.
The elite.
They probably been did the whole wormhole.
They try to make the wormhole the bridge. I can't think of the name. Yeah. Try to get from one side of the universe to another, or get from like one universe to another, basically. Man, I was just watching a video on this on YouTube. I was in a rabbit hole. They was explaining like a black hole and the event horizon, and it's just like
y'all ever seen Event Horizon?
Yeah, that's throwback, but yeah.
I gotta watch.
So they just talk about how like in a black it's crazy. They was talking about how basically it could be a whole nother universe right next to us.
Yeah,
and we just wouldn't know it.
It's just layered. We
just wouldn't know it unless we had the wormhole type of thing to travel through. And
is it a percentage of our brain thing, or is it just?
Well, they say that's what the UAPs, what they call them now, UAP. That's what they be doing. They be jumping in and out of different dimensions when they jump out of vision, in and out, so they're able to travel without traveling the way we see travel.
They say this is a simulation or whatever. This not real. When you are able to open up your third eye or your real eye consciousness, what would it look like?
It's in the Bible.
It's besides the religious aspect.
It's also in the Bible.
If you open up your conscience
and you use the other 90% of your brain.
He's talking about the aliens coming in and out.
I'm talking about
I'm saying when you saying other beings were going to different dimensions to where we can see to where we can't see.
Right.
If we as humans are able to open up and see all dimensions, what would it look like?
That's what I was saying. It's in the Bible. What was it? Elijah?
That got taken
No, well, the one he was surrounded by everybody. He was surrounded.
Elisha.
And it was Elisha. He's surrounded by everybody, the army, and they was like called on God, and then God showed him the angels were actually like around the people who were around him.
Showed the war that
he was like,
between the angels and the demons.
No, it was he was showing them that he was surrounded by the army, but the army was surrounded by angels, and he was like, oh.
So from a biblical context, in your bedroom where you doing whatever you doing, if your consciousness. You'll see everything.
You'll see some things happening that you
I don't think our human brains will be able to comprehend.
What?
You're not just about to smoke a blunt with the...
I've been smoking a blunt, and my ancestors and everybody is here with me with the frown face like, nigga, you smoking that hot baboosh.
Just shaking their head. SMH. But no, I mean, it's always interesting to think, like, what is it? What is that other parallel universe or whatever? Is it just right on top of each other? Are we just next to each other? Is it just something stacked and we're some type of shadow from a higher dimension projected down? You know, they got all these type of...
It's even crazier when there's people who don't think like that. When they, I just go with what I can wake up and see. Like NPC. You don't even think or fathom. You don't even use the 10% of your fucking brain to even think beyond.
Do you fault people who like spend their life trying to figure it out? Like some things I think we just wasn't meant to understand.
I feel like you could outsmart yourself into going crazy.
Yeah,
and
like
being dumb.
Trying to figure out some shit that's just not meant for the human brain in your finite lifetime.
Sometimes you need to take the one thing and become an expert at that.
They
spend their whole life
a master of none.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to believe that, but then we, especially our generation, what we seen, where we came from, and where we're heading, you can't believe that by doing nothing, it's cool too. It's
hell no.
You know what I'm saying? If you gotta try.
I'm not saying don't do nothing.
You gotta try. You gotta but some people have to give in to the belief, okay, this is a technology world, let me learn something. and then expanded that idea to AI to where we come from. Because I remember when they brought computers into the schools when we were learning just how to type. Where's alphabet? Learn the alphabets on the keyboard.
We was trying to get it done in 4 seconds, sub 4
The
seconds.
Guam.
Y'all ain't never beat my shit though.
Nah, G. Out.
Shout out to
I had the record.
What?
Record.
The record where?
At Hillcrest,
This
nigga.
You ain't got no Guam.
We was doing that shit.
It was like 3 seconds or
You
something.
ain't got no
like two and a half, 3
Guam,
seconds.
Bro, we was doing that shit in
I did it from A to Z in like 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds. Bro.
Biggs. We did that
I
shit.
was in breaking class. He was like, "Oh, you got the record." I'm like,
Biggs.
"Yeah,
We did that shit in
motherfucker."
elementary.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
and
did
I
that shit in
I
elementary,
had the
bro.
record for Hillcrest, bro.
Well, we was past that.
No,
Yeah,
y'all
we
wasn't.
was already advanced.
That
Y'all
was
wasn't
that.
past 3 seconds. Y'all wasn't beat 3 seconds.
That's
That
Braden.
shit,
That was
bro.
Braden.
We ain't
doing
even
that
had no.
shit.
He timed everybody in the
we
fucking
ain't-
school.
We didn't even have no screen when we was doing it.
Let
Remember?
him have
He don't
it.
know. He
Let
don't
him
know.
have it.
What I need the screen
Let him
for?
have
The screen was just to verify it and type it out of order, out of sequence. That's all.
Yeah.
You got it.
I type
Where
it.
your trophy?
Hey, don't ask. We doing find Brayton right now, nigga. Find Brayton right now. I'm like, hey, Brayton, who got the record for the fastest A to Z typing in the
That
script?
nigga, he gonna tell you some African name from a.
He gonna be like Nadia Bibbs. I'm like, man, see, that's that. See, everybody like Nadia. They give Nadia all the credit for everything.
she just called it stray.
Yeah.
She
Just,
just
That
called
shit
it
got no
straight.
straight.
Shout out to
Shout out Nadia Bibbs.
Oh
Man.
my
Shout out
God.
Nadia, man.
This is a public
But
broadcast.
just so you know, Nadia, I got the record for that A to Z.
this guy.
I got the record for A to Z.
This guy.
That's
It was like 3
hilarious.
seconds. I'm pretty sure it was 3 seconds flat.
Yes, that CERN shit is crazy.
The CERN shit crazy. The beans. The beans. Talking about something.
Oh yeah, I had
the
something
record.
before
Got
we
the
go. I don't
record.
know where we
Record.
at time wise,
We got.
but I was saying when you are dating or when you're getting to know somebody, now, do you discuss your deformities up front? So I saw something. I don't know if it was staged or whatever. A woman was born with a nub, and she didn't disclose that she has a nub on the dating site. So the guy was like, she was a good looking woman. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
But he was like, I wish you would have told me because I was surprised when I came on this date to see you and you have a nub. So I know we had a discussion on STDs.
I saw the video. I saw the
and-
video that you talking about too. So
I know we had discussions on STDs and like if you have something like herpes or HIV, you should be disclosed up front. But are deformities on the same level of those? So like my nub is my deformity. Is it something that I should have to tell you before the first date, or is it something that you should see in real time and I judge you how you react?
So I saw the video and
What video we talking about? What video? Somebody
It
got
just-
a
was in
nub.
the chat. It was in the chat.
It was in the chat.
It was in the
A girl's gorgeous. She's a good looking girl. She just had a nub.
her attitude was messed up about it. I think.
Yeah, because she like, is this my life? Do I have to go around?
She
and-
probably felt away.
So it's crazy. They're human too.
They're human too. That's
That's like a girl with one arm or something. There's some bad one arm girls online.
I think her letting them know would have killed all that. She wouldn't have to worry. She wouldn't have to go through that.
She wouldn't have to go.
She wouldn't have to go through that. But he
Yeah.
he had a real good point in that video because I saw that video.
Someone found out after they would.
No, he
dating
was in
her?
the car
He was in the
with
car.
her,
Uh-huh.
like on the date, and then she like pulled out her nub. It was
So
just
they
like,
he never knew.
No.
He didn't
So
know
he
before.
met her online or something.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. So, but he didn't know about the hand part.
Right.
And then he was just like he didn't want to continue because
The
he's
date.
like that's a big deal for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And so then she started trying to be like, well, you ain't even that good looking type thing. He like, come on,
Yeah,
man,
she's
like.
not- yeah.
Right.
And so I think that he had a good point. He was like, if I ain't had no eye, would you have still? You know what I'm saying? Basically, he was like, well, or whatever he said, like something like that. He's like, you wouldn't have still. Well, she would have probably, but
Maybe.
you know what I'm
People
saying?
with
Maybe.
deformities
Yeah,
more
yeah.
understanding.
But like, he had a good point. Like, you wouldn't even be talking to me or whatever.
But he still went on the date because of what he saw, and she was a beautiful woman. Now,
Yeah.
just because she got a little hand,
Stop illustrating, please.
Just because she got.
But
she can still get it. And what I'm saying is, I don't think people with deformities, unless it's something that's like, I don't like.
If you know it could be a deal breaker, you should go
Yeah.
ahead now.
I'm 5, whatever, I don't know if I should say this online. I'm 5'5", 5'6". If I don't disclose my height on the dating profile,
Or you lie.
or lie, that's different. But I don't feel like it's a deformity being 5'5", 5'6".
No.
So I
It's
don't
not
think
a
I should.
disability or a handicap.
Yeah, I shouldn't disclose it. But some women feel, oh, you don't look short. You know.
Well, I tell you off pod, I was like, some chick gonna be like,
Yeah,
oh, you're deformed. You're not
deformed
6'2".
'cause You're not 6'2". Like
You're deformed.
I'm like, to each his own. I will put it up there for people like you, but I don't think if you have a, I'm not gonna. If you have a nub, you don't have to tell people you have a nub.
I think one, because she started recording, right?
Yeah.
So it was just like, she just like kept putting it in his face. It was fucked up.
Cause she probably can't believe it keep happening to her.
No, but it won't keep happening to her.
Get off dating
she
apps.
just-
Huh? Yeah. Or
Dating in real life. Everybody see a nub up front. You ain't gotta worry
yeah.
about nothing.
Or just all she had to do is throw that in all the conversation. They text whatever. Like, hey, by the way, I got da 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 da. Now he has the chance to be like, nah, I'm good, or be like, nah, come on, let's still go kick it.
It's very simple. If it could be a deal breaker, you should go ahead and say
Yeah, she could have just got that out the way.
Yeah,
But by
if
you know it could be a deal breaker.
by surprising him with it like that, she opened up the door to just get
a
disappointed.
negative
or hurt.
response.
And then to start recording and try to put him out there, and he just like,
Just like the dude with the
He like,
Lyft
what the
driver, the Uber driver. Same shit with the big girl. The
No, but
oversized girl.
she shouldn't
Real
be
quick.
ordering nothing that's not XL.
Real quick.
Her big ass.
Nothing
This-
to do with nothing, but it just came to my head.
you know, she came on the Breakfast Club, right?
yeah.
Bro,
I saw.
she got a whole rollout, and then
I
I
saw
found
her
out
on
she was
that.
a rapper, and she pretty decent. Get your fat ass in the gym.
What you about to say? He saw
I was gonna say,
Yeah, man.
how y'all feel about old girl in is she in Saudi Arabia or Dubai?
Oh no, she missing.
She got arrested. Now.
No, yeah,
No,
she-
she just got arrested.
She got arrested.
She left Pakistan.
Pakistan. Okay.
She got a little bit of money or whatever after all that, but then she went to Dubai
She was smoking.
and she was smoking cigarette. That's not
It's
allowed. They
illegal.
arrested her.
She about to lose 3 fingers and 3 years of freedom because she want to act.
No, I
like,
think she going probably come home. But she was on a world tour. She's
for being ignorant. For what? It didn't
We
make no
make
sense.
people viral and celebrities for the dumbest
No,
reasons.
but they gotta
nowadays.
have the
real.
unmitigated gall to go through with that. Who told her to put on a hijab, whatever, and go over there and tell a nigga that you gotta pay me something? Who are you?
he went into hiding too. That's what's crazy.
He didn't want to even be associated
Catfish.
with
Nah.
that bitch.
She wild. She's
Catfish.
a wild. She's a wild woman.
That's why I'm like, oh, you ended up in Dubai and you not getting pissed on and shitted on. What's wrong?
It's a mental illness. Like she really went over, but he probably was sweet talking her, making her promise. Oh yeah, come over. We got 1,000 somethings. I don't know, but
yeah, okay.
He a wild boy too. I bet you he a wild boy too, and his family just was like, hell no.
You gotta embarrass. But she had a
Yeah.
press conference, and I'm trying to figure out
She
what.
wild.
I live in Chicago, or we live South Chicagoland area, whatever you specifics want to talk about. I can't get the newscast to come and do a press conference about some real shit. How did she get a press conference in Pakistan about this shit?
Cause she making noise
because of how
interstate culture.
ridiculous it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they was like, oh, get the camera.
Easy, yeah,
Get the-
easy. That. I watched the video. They said over there in that country, their custom is treat them well. Once they're there, they got to treat them well.
Yeah, they
regardless.
super nice to just
Women?
guess
People.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
soon
yeah.
as you're a guest in that country,
Yeah,
they got
women
to
too.
treat you nice
Yeah.
regardless of how bad you are.
That's how they were so patient with her, just listening
Yeah,
to
they
her.
just patient with her 'cause
But if she
she
was in one of them other ones, I don't know if it'd have been so sweet.
Beat it with a stick or something.
I don't think it'd been so sweet. I don't know what it would have been. He said, "Beat it with a stick."
Bro, I read the Old Testament. Some of them
messed up.
laws
That's messed
for women that they still
In
follow.
Africa, stick.
Yeah, they
hit with a
they-
stuck. She
they-
getting
They
clubbed.
stoning your ass.
She getting clubbed, boy.
Put your knuckles out. They would have been like. Anyway, like hot hands. That's crazy.
Shout out to ASAP.
Yeah, ASAP free.
Free ASAP.
ASAP free.
You saw the way he dived in
He dove. Yeah.
to Rihanna the
yeah.
Billions.
Yeah, he said, "Baby, I'm coming home." I ain't mad at him. He dove over the thing like, yo.
That whole court case was crazy, bro. How
He
you
knew
not-
something though.
But his whole defense was, yeah, the gun not real. You on camera with a gun. It don't matter if it's not real or not. How
Yeah.
did you win that defense?
They had to prove it.
Same way Ja Morant did his shit.
He said it was a prop gun,
Yeah, Ja Morant had a pop gun too.
but they found a shell casing on the scene.
It's a prop shell case.
What's that guy?
And then somebody
Alex-
went and picked up. It was a whole bunch of
Alex
stuff
Baldwin?
going on.
All prop.
Somebody just died from a prop gun on a real movie
Alec
set.
Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin. No, he
Yeah.
accidentally killed somebody.
Yeah, with a prop gun
Damn.
on a movie
Yeah.
thing. That's why I'm sitting here like, I don't care what it is. Does it fire? I don't care what the term of it is.
They shot him in the chest. It was like somebody on the set.
That's
that happened
how,
some years ago. That
Bruce,
happened.
that's how Bruce Lee's son died.
He was, but he got found. He got found
Not guilty.
Yeah.
That's how Bruce Lee, Jason Scott Lee died, or Brandon Scott, whatever them whatever Bruce Lee's son name was, he died shooting the crow.
That's wild.
Got shot.
So, that's crazy.
What y'all been watching? I know I skipped over entertainment to focus on some real shit, but what y'all been watching? Y'all been watching some sports? Y'all want to?
I've been trying to watch that
things.
the gold medal documentary.
It's on my
Netflix.
list. I saved it to my list. I'm gonna
watched
check
it.
it out this weekend.
I
They,
definitely
people keep
watched
saying it's the greatest thing they ever seen, the greatest documentary. I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
check it
because usually we get one side
out. Yeah,
of just the USA
right.
and all that. On this one, I got to see how the other people
Other countries.
felt playing against us,
Right.
and how it affected. Like Batum was about to damn near
I
cry.
see. He was turned.
He was like, man, we at home. We on y'all playing like ass.
Yeah,
they was getting their ass whooped to Germany.
They was heated.
And
I saw a little clip of it, but I ain't seen the whole
But
thing.
like, I never saw passion. Like, we'll call them overseers, or we don't really pay them no mind. But these people got pride too. These people, it's just a different side of the field, so to speak. So they pride is for France.
Yeah.
Pride is for whatever their country is. But they come on this court 40 minutes, and we all play the same lane, play the same game.
I remember watching the Olympics when it was happening. In real time, I remember just being turned watching the game. Like when we was playing Serbia, that was the most I ever yelled at the TV.
Yeah.
Probably since like the Bears was losing or something.
And when we was playing, was it Sudan? South Sudan?
Yeah,
Sudan,
Sudan
that was cracking.
We almost
the
lost
Serbia
it.
game though.
The Serbia game and the Sudan
was-
game. It was
Like,
cracking.
that was the one. Jokic was going. It was a
But
good
then the
game.
gold medal game was first of all,
That game was same thing.
Giving the world, like, you can't script this shit as good as it happened, but
Nah.
giving the world a taste of Steph Curry, is crazy because we at
On the
home
way out.
we
Yeah, we
see
used to
it,
seeing it. Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
but on the world stage when everybody in every country is watching this shit, for your mans to drop.
His first Olympics too.
God damn, he dropping niggas on three. I'm talking about he turning around.
He went microwave.
while the ball in the
He had
air.
his best game in the last game.
He went microwave on him. Like
He was shooting the worst on the team before the last couple games.
Yeah.
He was
And then-
trash.
he was chefing. He started chefing.
Now
started
imagine
hot.
the little kids that's watching that. Cause like when they was watching Michael Jordan, now you got a couple of overseers who want to dunk or whatever. But when you watch Steph Curry do that to your team and the shit, now everybody finna turn around
Yeah. Changed the game for the world.
for the world.
For the world.
That was a moment.
Yeah.
Nicholas Batum said 99% of anybody else would have missed that shot. It's only Steph Curry in that moment where he got a double team. It was Fournier and Batum.
Yeah.
Well, part of that, watching it as a fan, is realizing that we're the same exact age as these niggas, or this nigga. Like, we're the same age as Steph Curry. And, like, seeing him, like, still going, it makes me want to keep going in life. And, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
what-
it's motivating me to, like, keep going.
In whatever way. That's what J. Cole said in his new song. He was like, man, I'm seeing these grays in my hair. Life going faster than I thought it would, but just goes to show you that you don't have to quit. Keep going. You can still reach your dreams. Don't stop. Don't give up on your dream. Basically, that's what he said. So it's like, man, I got a couple grays, a little bit coming out, and I'm just like, listen, we still every day above ground's a good one. Got to keep on going. Figure something out. Keep
Yeah,
on
I
going.
don't know
Purpose.
what innocent baby blood LeBron is drinking on the weekends, but this nigga somehow staying
We
in
got
shape at 40.
man. I'm trying to do a ice bath plunge.
We just talk. See,
Trying to do that. Get in the barometric.
somebody I know has
the
been
barome-
doing this.
the barometric chamber.
ice bath thing, trying to get me to do the ice bath.
Do it, man.
It worked.
I've been fighting it, huh?
Why
I ain't do
It's
it.
content.
Probably gonna shock
If she
your
watched
ass.
this, she know why I ain't did the ice bath yet. What?
Content.
It's gonna shock your ass.
Get in the
I'll try it.
I'm trying to get in the barometric chamber thing, whatever the
hypo-
the oxygen
I know what you're talking about.
capsule shit.
Because they was talking, they had it. They was like, he was in the chamber, and they had access to it 24/7. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get
it's
into
like
it
just
tonight.
fill your body with oxygen, all your cells and
I'm
shit.
like, damn, I didn't know this the
You
technology.
got money.
Yeah,
A
but
lot of shit.
Yeah, but them places you could go and just
Just
do
do
it.
it.
Do it
You ever
once
had
or
a?
twice.
Y'all, I didn't know what an IV drip was,
I never had one, but
but you heard about it.
yeah.
So what's a diet if I can get all the nutrients and shit that I need injected to me in my vein?
That's it's only just the IV, like for the hydration.
Okay.
Yeah, for when you like need it.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
supposed
what
to
the fuck
do
they
it just
put
to
in
do
there?
it.
My mom had one, and she was like, it was amazing. She's like, I want to do that again. I was like, I bet.
Like you can feel it. You can feel the
yeah,
difference.
you feel
That's money.
yeah.
She felt money.
I mean, she was in the hospital at that particular
Oh,
time, but that was a while ago.
okay.
But it was like a visit. But I don't know, she was dehydrated, whatever.
I'm like,
and
me
she
and
was
my
like, she
regular-
felt amazing. though, like,
Like it's your regular state. Like you right now, and then you get the drip, and then you can be like, man, I feel the difference. That's crazy to me.
See,
that money
just
can
bring you
change.
back to life. You know, there's people that party and stuff, like rich people,
Uh-huh.
and they be drunk, rock star, whatever. They just have a little personal private doctor
I heard
come,
that he give an IG
just
drip.
IV drip. They be
Yeah.
right back. Bloop.
But I feel like that's a flush for whatever drugs and detox they was doing.
Yeah, they
Like,
just-
if I was doing psilocybin all night, you come do you can flush that shit out of my system real quick.
But that
So I
ain't
was
no
saying on a different
natural.
note, since we are talking about Black history, not really Black history, but
we went away from TV shows
always-
and stuff. What we was watching.
yeah. But you talking about all these supplements and shit. I
Mm.
feel like we're at the age where supplements is a must.
Oh yeah,
I was watching some video with you, one of them red balloon popping podcast reaction
Yeah.
videos.
red balloon popping.
Shout out to
And the dude who was making the podcast, a young dude, he doing a reaction video, kept pulling out beet juice. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Shout out to
shout
that.
out Ace for giving me the reminder about the
Yeah,
beetroot
Little
powder.
beetroot powder,
And I'm like,
little maca root.
yeah.
She legit. We are.
If y'all don't know,
Y'all
beetroot
need to get
juice
in
and
tune.
beetroot powder is a natural nitric oxide booster, so you help with your blood flow.
and if
Anybody got any blood flow issues? You just want to make your blood flow just that much more.
Hold on, let me talk to another audience.
You know what I'm saying?
If that
citrulline,
sounded-
some watermelon.
if
Mix
that-
it all up.
Knocking shit around.
Dup, dup, dup.
If that sounded foreign to y'all, then drink water. Because you missing a whole key component of that. Like
Water.
that, none
If
of
you
that
drink-
shit matters if you don't drink. It's
Yeah,
a lot
but
of people that don't drink
But
water.
if you drink too much water, you can flush out your minerals and stuff out your body.
Mm.
Like, I mean, you'd have to drink a lot, but yeah, no, that's true. Because
like
that's
you
why
talking
they
about
say,
the powder and the beets and stuff. It's like
that's why people be.
if you don't drink water, you're not gonna.
You
drink
gotta
beets.
drink water, and hydrate. But yeah, you gotta hydrate. But like that's why people be going for like H3O from like fruits and stuff. Because H2O is just water, but you're not actually putting in no.
They
Actual
said,
nutrients.
Actual
But they said
nutrients.
I was crazy when I said you can stay hydrated without drinking. Cause somebody said that as this dude, he was like, as humans, we're not supposed to drink water. We're supposed to stay hydrated through
I've
plants
seen-
You should,
and the H3 shit
yeah,
that y'all
H3O.
talking about.
You should still drink
I
some
disagree
water.
with that
I
completely.
don't agree. I'm not gonna sit here on my platform and say stop drinking water.
Yeah.
But
Please don't.
I understand what he's saying when animals, when you just look at people or things in their natural habitat, they have utensils or whatever to drink the water. Elephant, trunk nose.
Yeah.
Cow is just the mouth going into. We don't drink water like that. So we do consume plants or fruits that's fully hydrated, and
Yeah.
it's the same difference. So if we're made of 70-something% water, and I get my water from fruits and vegetables,
Watermelon.
but you gonna say no, you gotta put it in a cup and drink it. But,
Well, I would just say you need a lot more water than would come from fruits and vegetables.
okay,
You have to eat a
You
gang.
had to eat like 2 watermelons.
all you eat. But I'm
Straight.
like, who put meat in our diet to say this is what we need meat for protein?
You get something else from that you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get some more protein.
It's proteins and meat that you can't
Yeah.
get like nowhere else really.
No plants.
Yeah.
I see vegans looking swollen than meat.
They still get protein, yeah, for sure.
Because you could buy protein now. You could buy
But it's
amino-
different
I buy
type of-
amino supplements.
Aminos,
like that.
yeah.
Aminos. Okay.
Yep, get some BCAAs,
Yeah,
some branch
so-
chains. Yeah, the supplement game is real though. It's like it's a must.
Yeah, man.
CMOS got like, what is it? 90 of the
Something
99
crazy-
of the 102
crazy.
essential minerals in it that the body needs. To make sure, like I said, most people lacking in magnesium. It's like the one thing that's hard to replenish from just diet alone. So like magnesium supplement, all that shit.
What does farming look like in Midwest states where it's snow on the ground?
They do it. It's harvest time, season time.
Yeah.
They do
Grains.
it during harvest season.
Because this is, I feel like they take away, like they put TV in the living room and then take away shit. If you own a property, you own certain land. Why are you not cultivating vegetation on your land that you own?
We're in the bread belt, right?
The bread belt.
Are we in the bread belt?
Corn belt?
Illinois into the bread belt.
Corn, maybe.
Corn. I don't know.
I think
And they
corn
call
is. I don't know. You might be putting me on to something.
Hey, while he looking up that other shows that I'm watching,
That's what.
Paradise. That
Paradise
shit.
a hit.
That
I
shit
heard about
lit.
that.
What else was I watching?
Could you
Paradise.
give a premise for those who might? How would you?
Not with that one. Just check it out because I don't want to ruin it.
We're in the bread basket, my
bread
fault.
basket.
We're in the bread basket.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
we
wanna ruin
big
it.
on grains, but I was gonna say like another thing you could grow in the wintertime is like squash. A lot of squash grow like later in the season. I think. What is it? Artichokes can grow
Artichoke.
down there in the wintertime, like in the snow.
Yeah, I would like to
they grow in
encourage
Russia,
people
like, some shit.
with property or just some type of space and time to get into trying to learn how to cultivate your own greens.
Yeah.
Because
There's
it might
people doing it.
It might be a time where they be feeding us some bullshit just because it's capitalism.
Too late.
To where you need to recognize and learn how seeding and soil and compost works.
I saw a video about like how to like garden in the wintertime. They like did this underground garden where they dug in the ground so it kept the greenhouse kept like warmer. To keep like the heat from the earth kept the greenhouse warm in the wintertime. It was some cool shit they had figured out. Like, that shit dope.
Gotta learn. I mean, that's something that I think we just ain't on. It's like right in our face that we should know it, but we ain't on it. Like being self-sufficient. I told you about that book we read, Plenitude, where that's what they was talking about. Like being self-sufficient and being able to just live off your own.
But like you said earlier, even if we had nothing, just the antennas and higher and lower vibrations, we're right there to where we know we need to be self-sufficient and feed ourselves and do certain things, but we'll ignore it because we're being distracted by lower vibrational things that make that it has no purpose in your life at all, but you're so indoctrinated to
Absorbed
that.
by that shit.
Yeah, to where now when we come tell you about supplements or we come tell you about hydration of beets and vegetations, you be like, that don't relate to me. It relates to you more than you think. So we gonna keep pushing that.
I was gonna say I watched another documentary about the Amish, and I think in Iowa.
They be on that.
Iowa, they got like a Amish town in Iowa where they don't use no electricity, no nothing. Everything is they do it all themselves. They water. They don't have no. They got their own way of using
sewage
fridge.
and
They
all
got
that.
their own homemade fridge. They keep shit cool. It's some shit they got, and I'm like, damn, that's where if something hit the fan, they
Something hit
good.
the fan,
Ain't
they
nothing
good.
gonna change.
So you asked about like Paradise. It's similar to that, like apocalyptic type thing.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
I keep hearing about it.
The survivors.
Keep hearing about it.
And it get crazy. It get crazy. I don't want to tell the premise, but check it out. I think it's on Hulu and Disney Plus. So
That's why I ain't
check it
watching
out. What else? I mean, I'm gonna go down the anime route, but
Same thing on Hulu. I saw something about Extracted, and the only reason that it caught my eyes because I saw a black son talk to their parents in ways I would never ever be able to talk to my family.
yeah.
And on TV, and it's like highlighted, and he's gonna be able to watch this over and over again. And I saw a black father cry, and it pissed me off because he was like, "Man, he not the son I thought he was."
raised him to be.
And I'm like, Hulu did not cut a check big enough for y'all to psychoanalyze this
Family. I saw the little clip of it where they had him out there in the woods, basically their kid, and they got to survive, and they can only send them supplies,
Yeah,
or they could just extract them, but then they lose.
yeah, they lose $250K. So your seed is out there for the family for
survive.
$250K, and he telling you, "Hey, if you want me to fuck with you for the rest of your life, you better
Extract
pull me.
me
You
now."
better extract me now. I'm not gonna fuck with y'all forever." And
That's
I'm
how I
as a
love Clip.
parent, I'm like, "I'll kill you, little nigga. What you talking about?"
And the mama was like, "Hell no, I don't like how he talking. Let him suffer."
The mama,
But the dad was like
Crying.
crying and shit.
like, man, like,
Like
he not the
he's
man.
like I was too soft on him, and like,
He had
that type
to
of
be.
thing.
Dude
I thought
was
he was
talking.
more of a man. The
Dude
mama was like, "Nah, you out there."
You outside.
But you can send him supplies though. So he was being. I think the little boy was being soft, bro.
He probably was.
So the
But
dad feel like a failure because the son is too
Yeah, because
soft.
he being so
And
soft.
the
So that's why
mama
he was
like,
being emotional.
"Fuck
And the mama
that."
like, "Nah, well, we gonna fix that right now."
So how do y'all feel about that? If y'all son was soft and if y'all son was playing for the other side. How would y'all feel about that?
Gay?
Yeah, there you go.
Why can't we just keep it at just soft algebra?
Okay, now let me explain that.
Well, no, because that's the idea.
There's
Is
some
that
gay people that's not soft.
Right.
So it could.
And they would be surviving
His son
just fine.
His son is
right?
entitled.
Well, what I meant. Okay, so forget the gay part. Just make it like you said, soft in the wood. So like, say your son was just soft, like he wasn't able to man up in
for
situation.
himself. You know what I'm angry at America about? It's a place for him here. It's like anywhere else, any other country, they weed out the weak. If you're weak, you can't do certain things.
They're not gonna coddle.
They're not gonna coddle to you. You're just we're gonna break your psyche.
Yeah.
But that's why everybody else, like, even if they feel weak, they can't show it.
They can't be weak.
You know what I'm saying? There is no weakness. It doesn't exist. So if my son was acting like that, I know that experience is the only way to teach him. But I also know that there's a group of people who will coddle him more than me, and he would fare there. I can't coddle.
In that situation where it's a show, and I know I've been present in his life and raised him, I would probably be like, yeah, bro. You got supplies. Bro, what you need? Some fire? You need some granola bars, some water.
There's a lot to that, though.
Tough it out. But yeah, I don't know that's why I asked you off pod. I was like, how long are they going to be there? It's just a couple days.
It's a TV show. You got cameras in your face. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, is it really real? I'm not scared of
Survivor, or I'm not scared of, what's the shit Joe Rogan used to, Fear Factor?
Fear Factor.
Because I know if anything happens to me, this company is held responsible.
You probably already did like a little waiver.
I ain't waving shit.
You ain't on the show then.
Oh, yeah, I'm not.
But like in a situation like that, if he was being a little shit, and I know that I actually raised him to hold it down and whatever, and he just was being, then it's like, yeah, bro, you need to just man up. But in real life, if there wasn't no show and it was like something life-threatening,
the other factor would be it's a show, so like different level of pressure when you being filmed, right? Than like actual survival. When you know you got to survive,
he was damn near cussing his parents,
right? Because he don't got to be out there.
Yeah, he don't have to be.
He don't gotta be.
He like, fuck this show. I don't want to do it, but he really out there.
So say if he had to be out there, he being south, that's different. Then it's like, fuck you doing? I'm saying, but he on the show. He like, I don't got to do this shit. I could be at home. You making me do this shit. I don't know
how much of that show is going. Like, how much is that like scripted?
It's really real.
That shit.
Right.
I ain't never watched it.
The black dude cried, and that's why I'm like, the premise is set up. The premise is set up to where it's like, damn, you having this conversation because I didn't give you this life. You probably play games. You probably Call of Duty with your friend. Wi-Fi work good.
That's what he feel like.
When it comes to something for the family, for you to sacrifice something for us, you like, I don't have to do this. Fuck that. Get me out of here because you so used to getting your way your whole life.
So is it? What's the show? What's the show called?
Extracted.
On
Hulu.
Does this black family got money already?
No,
so they can make. So they
I just saw a smaller clip. I don't know.
It's multiple families.
But does the family the little boy crying? Does he already got
money?
money?
Middle class.
I'm gonna two-parent household.
Yeah.
So they could have decent money.
He ain't poor.
So he probably don't care about that money. He probably like, I don't need to make this money for the family. They go.
But the mama was savage with it though. I was like,
she probably like, get the fucking money. Like, what you doing?
She was just like, no, I don't like how he talking because he was disrespectful.
Yeah, he like, it's one thing like, if I'm there, Mom, I need to please. She gonna pull me out. Cause I'm broken.
But he got
that
crazy
nigga like, hey, y'all don't do this shit. I ain't fuck with you. Hey, you going in the home, bitch. You
that was his energy time.
I'm about to say, damn, yo, that nigga staying out there.
You staying out there. Like, you gonna learn today?
All right.
You gonna learn? Learn. Oh shit.
You going in the home, bitch. That's his attitude. She looking at him like
a home.
You out there right now. You not coming home.
Have fun with Yogi.
But I like those. That ain't nothing but
hey, boo boo.
That's a great. After that part, I ain't want to watch show no more.
I might have to check it out just to see what happened at the end. We ain't got a lot left on here. The only thing we have is like sports. Last pod that we had was Super Bowl predictions. Mm-hmm. That was almost 2 weeks ago now, but Eagles won.
They
didn't have the three-peat. They didn't have the three-peat.
They allowed the Chiefs to get some points on the board the last couple minutes.
But it was a blowout for the most part.
They eased up the last couple minutes, let the nigga score 20.
We already went crazy on Kendrick, but the Super Bowl, I thought it was lit.
Kendrick was hard.
Kendrick did his thing.
I'm going to just go ahead and say it. That performance wasn't the most spectacular as far as like just
Hits and
not as far as like the optics and the pyrotechnics and all that stuff and all the different colors and like people having all that stuff.
yeah,
But I feel like the fact that it's being talked about and discussed so much,
yeah.
whether it's good or bad, it's gonna be one of the top ones of all time.
She gonna get taught at a class.
It's gonna get taught right.
Because you know why?
grad school somewhere.
He had
Years from now.
a black party where we were on the end and America was on the out.
Mm-hmm.
So the white people watching that shit like, what the
Confused as
fuck?
hell.
What is
They,
going
they
on?
like,
What did he say
What is
about
this
Drake?
niggerdom?
What did he say about
why
Drake?
is there,
Drake?
why is there a corner?
What is that dance Serena's doing?
Yeah,
Crib walking,
I thought she played tennis.
like they're so confused, so they're trying to figure out in real time. Whole time, black people like, yeah, we sitting there like we understood, and finally of an inside joke or whatever, we're on the inside, and everybody else trying to catch up.
Yeah.
When it's usually us trying to catch up.
I
to
like
shit.
that he didn't cater to his white audience. I
Hell
like that
no.
he didn't
Yeah.
cater to like he didn't care. I like he just didn't care. Like y'all either gonna fuck with it or y'all not. And whoever my fans, whoever want to understand something, gonna get something from it. This is what it is.
And just a little fact before we wrap up, them GNX songs, he owns 80% of it. Where the older songs, he was
Yeah,
in a
he don't own them.
50-50
Yeah,
split
yeah,
with
yeah.
TDE.
Yeah.
So yeah, he could have gave y'all the familiar bops that y'all used to.
Ran it up.
But now he didn't ran up. He
Up the
didn't.
string.
His own pockets, yep.
And the music is peekaboo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Women is twerking the peekaboo. Bing bop boom
Yeah,
bop.
I like
boom, bop,
like
bang.
on the camera when he popped up. Peekaboo.
Yeah.
that shit cold.
Yeah, that was cool.
That shit cold. Bro. he
Something
killed that
simple,
shit.
brought it back to the basic. This hip hop, this is what we grew up on.
Yeah.
Where they came and tried. Now I'm seeing shit on Facebook where it's people of all nationalities putting on their coat and doing the little Kendrick dance that he did to Not Like Us or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what hip hop
I
does. Hip
feel
hop
like
influences.
it became bigger than Drake really quick, and
Yeah.
people who recognized it saw it for what it was. Like it wasn't about Drake.
not about him
It wasn't
no
about
more.
Drake, man. It's been past.
He's just a
Drake.
casualty. That's
Yeah,
why I said
it ain't even about
leave
Drake.
but everybody, the dude, shout out to Tech Man. They used your technology to spy on this nigga
This
at
drone.
a
Yeah,
penthouse.
I was hoping that was fake at
No.
first, but that shit was real. But because the way he threw it, it's like he can't get away from it. They was like, "Oh, look how sassy he threw."
They
it.
said that shit was set up though. They said
You know what I'm
that shit
saying?
like it was set up.
The way he looked like,
They
was he
said, look,
really
it's
that
set
mad?
up.
It looks, but think about it.
I ain't see it. I ain't even see
ain't
it.
no roof of that. It's so high up, ain't no roof. So the drone was able to go in, and but I'm like, do the drones have metal wings to where it could cut me? Because if I see a drone and I could get my hands on it, I'm crushing this
But
shit.
it was high up still. Like
He
he wasn't
threw a
grabbing
flat.
that. He threw the chancla.
I
You know
can't
what that
see.
is?
He threw a sandal at it.
Yeah.
But it was so. It looked like it was so
Do
close. I
something
could
at
have
it.
grabbed. I'd have grabbed that shit. Found out who it was and gave him. He's suing everybody except the people that's like really vandalizing.
It's but it really probably was just like some TMZ type people over there that's just like, oh, we heard Drake stand at the penthouse.
Why he can't have a drone follow that drone back to where it go? Like
He ain't got it like
Trace
Like-
Buster? Y'all
Yeah.
know, y'all know,
Yeah,
y'all
Trace
don't know about
Buster.
the Trace
Buster.
Buster.
Yeah.
That's before y'all time
nah,
out there.
man, come on, man.
Nah, he ain't got it because he not militant like that.
But he got money.
If you okay, did you see what was on the table before he came in?
I ain't saw the drone at all.
The drone was on his laptop was right
He
there.
said he was betting or something.
Yeah, he was on a betting thing.
Betting
But guess
website.
what drink was right there next to it?
What?
A white wine spritzer. This guy is
In his solo, that's what he do in his solo time?
This nigga ain't got no drones, no money team, no attack, no war ready, nothing. This nigga is gambling with white wine spritzers on a
Well-
penthouse in Australia.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he still can have.
Fucking
Yeah, you don't know.
He's
Drones
Caucasian.
funny.
He's probably got
Drones for
armed
fun.
security, man. Like he
Yeah,
ain't-
couldn't nobody physically come up there,
Probably
but
got armed drones.
Yeah,
I remember when he sent.
I would have some armed
I
drones.
remember when he
on that
sent
ass.
the kids to Joe Budden's
Get
house.
your ass up out of here. I thought it was.
Do y'all
flame thrower,
Right.
flame on.
Do y'all remember that?
What?
He sent the kids to Joe Budden's house, and then Joe Budden chased them down with the rocks.
He had the white tee, the dirty white tee.
Yeah. So now, karma, because if people don't believe in karma,
Yeah.
now you're on the receiving end of people trolling you. So
I mean,
how
what goes
far,
around comes around. They say,
nigga throwing a shoe at a drone,
and he
It's-
missed clearly because
He looked so serious, like, oh my
he was
god,
mad.
bro, grab it.
It wasn't that close.
Bro, if I see a drone in my vicinity, I'm going to hurt myself
If that-
trying to grab it.
Fell over the fucking balcony trying to jump and get a drone. Let that shit breathe, bro.
You right. Let me chill out. You right. I'll be angry. Like,
little fingers.
who violating my privacy? Like, I could have been in here whacking my shit.
You need to trace Buster
Been
drone.
beating your shit on TV.
Bruh, a drone just, you got to start paying attention.
And they're just like, like, what the
So you just gotta wave like, like yeah. Are you not entertained? Are you not?
Come here.
For real, for real.
Zoom in and shit.
Very last one we got, y'all. All-Star game. All-Star game. What did y'all think? We saw TNT on their way out with Ernie and Shaq and all of that.
That was cool.
Which I thought was like, damn. I like how they gave them their flowers.
That was cool.
Yeah, that's the TNT, but they coming back.
Are they coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Shaq
didn't know
just
that.
signed.
Yeah.
ESPN picked them up.
Oh, ESPN.
So
Oh,
it's not
Y'all
going
saw
to be.
Quentin Richardson got
It's the
signed.
end. It's the end of TNT.
yeah.
Y'all saw Q got signed. Quentin Richardson.
To what?
ESPN.
Oh, so
see
they're
that. That's
assembling the next
The
package.
next dream team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be on Amazon wherever. My bag. Shout out to what's her
Taylor
name?
Rooks.
Taylor Rooks.
She on Amazon or she on
No,
ESPN?
Yeah, no,
Amazon.
Amazon. Amazon got
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
I'm with Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm with Taylor. Taylor gang.
Taylor gang.
Taylor gang.
Taylor gang. My one thing about the All-Star game is I just don't like that game at the end. I don't like the skills challenge and I don't like the game at the end. And my suggestion, because they do the first one to 40 to 4 different times or whatever, it don't even got to be make the All-Star game back like it was, or put it like global versus US or something like that.
I think they should do.
Like world versus US or something. But on them skills challenge or on the dunk contest, one of them, because I don't know how many more crazy dunks we're going to be able to see. Although McClung be holding it down, they need to do King of the Hill. King of the Hill or 32. I want to see the King of the Hill be dope. They got 6 people and they one-on-one, I score, next person. If I miss or they stop me, I got to go back to the back of the line.
That's cool.
And then first person.
I ain't gonna lie.
'Cause-
I'd rather have G League participate to where if the players could beat the NBA players, then they get a chance for a real NBA contract.
That'd be
Because
decent.
Something like that.
Imani Bates been
Like
in
a
the G
10-day or
League
something.
Something
for
like that'd be
a
dope.
long time.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to develop them, but no, like
They need to
another
do something.
team should
So-
have access to them.
They made a good point. That was that they did play harder than they played the last couple of All-Star games because
Yeah.
they had pride on the line, which they couldn't lose to the G League players. You know what I'm saying?
The rookies.
Oh, when
the
they-
They,
rookies.
they couldn't lose to niggas who ain't even made it.
Yeah, they didn't want the rookies to play on Sunday. Rookies supposed
So
to play.
they gotta-
Yeah, you talking about when they had the team like Chuck, Candace.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they had the G League
Candace had
team.
She had to develop. Yeah.
She had, it was the winners.
Candace had the G League
It was
team.
the winners of the sophomore rookie game.
Yeah.
And
So
the G League player,
no,
I thought.
no.
Wasn't no G League players in there?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes,
I think it was just
because it was the Thompson brothers. It was a Thompson. It was
Yeah, but I thought it was some other niggas in there too.
It was rookie- it was
I thought
rookie
okay, so I
versus
thought
sophomore.
It
I
was
thought
rookie
the
versus
G League
sophomore.
team played at some point though. I swear G League team played at
I'm
some
not
point.
sure about. They didn't.
I think
They
didn't
might have lost
specify
first.
it.
They might have lost the first
I
game
think
or
they
something.
brought people to the dunk contest because McClung not on the team.
No,
No,
but he signed
they
to Orlando
Just for the
to-
dunk.
Yeah.
That's why.
The format was something like the G
it G
League
League?
players.
It wasn't G League. You keep saying G League.
It wasn't just rookies and sophomores.
It was rookies and South Saturday. No, it was Friday.
Friday night was something.
No,
Friday they had the rookies. They played, and the winner of that game became Team Candace
Oh, okay.
because the Thompson twins has
I
been
remember.
highlighted all weekend, and one of them was able to play on Sunday, and that's what. Yeah, so it was the rookie or the winner of the rookie versus sophomore. That
Yeah,
team turned into Candace.
They need to do some type of 32-21 one-on-one King of the Hill.
I don't think it's no fixing it.
Or
I think
on
we're
one of them
over it.
nights. Huh?
It's either one-on-one. Women are doing one-on-one.
No, so that's what it was. The
need to
team was the winning team from the Rising Stars against the second year NBA.
Rookie sophomore.
Hold on. It's the Rising Stars against the NBA G League standouts
Oh,
on
Friday.
Friday night.
So there was.
so whoever won that became
Then they became Team Candace.
yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think the G League won that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
They need to
They
do
didn't.
something.
And
Though.
that was the whole point. So they had a chance to win. So that's
Yeah.
why they played
if
harder.
they would have won, it became Candace team. Then they would have had more time to see more screen time.
They got more screen time. They would have been able to.
They would have been playing against
play against actual players.
Yeah, you could have got your
That would've
rise
been
up.
They never got contracts.
And then if they need to like give them more money too if they win, just to make them compete.
Yeah,
Kinda.
Like if
I
you
feel
ain't
like
in-
the
if you
GD
ain't
players,
actually got
but
an
they're not
NBA
they're not
contract.
getting paid like what NBA players.
Nah, hell no. I think the average is like
They might.
it's
Get,
like 50K or 70K.
But
Is that
more than that. It's more
the-
in the G League?
The dessert
Look it
of
up.
the All-Star game is seeing everybody that's capable, all these skillful players, relaxed.
Right.
That used to be the dessert. Now we want them to compete more.
I feel like back when it was like Kobe, LeBron, Melo, them, they played like average at first, and then when they came like the last
Yeah,
quarter, they
bragging
started playing
rights.
hard.
Dude, the average annual salary for a player in the NBA G League is
Damn.
$38,620 based
To
on
hoop?
a 5 to 6 month season. On
To
that five-
hoop?
on the G League.
Well, 38 grand for 6 months
said
of
it's-
work
it's
ain't
about-
bad.
That's the average though. So that's high and low
Yeah,
combined.
that's not bad.
So they probably got some people making like $500,000,
Yeah, there's gonna be some people making.
and then probably some making like
Endorsements.
20,000, 15,000,
But if I see an Uber
20,000.
driver that's 6'7", it's crazy.
I mean,
Get your ass out this car. Get your ass on that court.
There's a lot of niggas that tall that don't hoop pro or might play overseas.
Yeah, be
or
a
might
coach.
Play somewhere else.
Be like,
You know how old? I don't say how old we is. You know how old we is, nigga?
yeah.
The coach for Duke is John Shire.
that's wild. Is that real?
He's
Yeah.
the coach for Duke.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He been
I
fucking
remember-
past
And I
2
remember he
years.
was in the
Speak for yourself. I'm young.
Nigga, he's
Claim
our
it.
age.
Them grades in your beard.
Nigga,
Claiming it.
Nigga,
Ace
John is,
Fontaine.
It's an optical illusion. It's an
we
optical
could be
illusion.
college coaches right now.
Huh? Yeah.
We college coach age. That's crazy.
Or NBA.
I'm a guidance counselor. What is you talking about?
You counselor.
Who you
Yeah,
be
for
counseling?
single-
Who you be
single-
giving guidance to?
Single parents.
What you be telling me? All right. Well, at that note, y'all, before we leave, make sure if you enjoyed this, leave a like, subscribe, comment, share this.
If there's
do what
anybody
gotta
you want to
do.
see on the podcast,
Yeah, give us some.
let us know.
some recommendations. We definitely
If you want to be on the podcast, slide in somebody DM
No,
or
'cause
put a comment.
I reject the shit out you if I don't agree. So be
But just don't come with no bullshit. Cause
yeah.
Or come with the bullshit.
Because
We're ready for some bullshit
I
right
wanna
back
talk
at you.
about
Though.
this.
That's all I'm saying.
People be having an opinion to say, but they don't want to do the work necessary to present it on the community like it needs to be done. So don't shortcut it with us.
drop the comment, like, subscribe. We open to some suggestions.
Yeah,
But
my bad. I'm
with,
sorry.
within reason. Nah, you're right. Within reason. So that's all I had. Anything else?
Stay black.
Oh yeah! Shout out another black fact. Shout out to Khalees, the first black woman to bring yams
To
and
Africa.
milkshake to a barbecue.
To the same yard.
Tanzania.
Yeah. To
same.
She got all kind of yams and milk.
Khalees be Khalees.
shout out to Khalees.
Khalees,
Y'all hold y'all head. It's like you said, stay black. Every day above ground is a good one. Golden rule: treat people like you want to be treated. If you don't know nothing else, you know what I'm saying. Hold it down. Until the next
next
one.
time.
Peace.
Peace.
Black magic. Feeling real fly with the fabrics like Aladdin. All that talk they be doing, that's capping. I'm a man that keep it moving, that's action. Black magic. Niggas do it for the clout, baby, they be ass backwards. Made something for nothing, abracadabra. They know we matter, cause they need